bubble ain't moving. Yo. All right, okay, my shit moving now. My shit moving now. Getting a harder weight. SouthernTea. And I'm back. I ain't gonna be here. Let me let my dog in the house. She get on my motherfucking nerves now. Come on, man. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna be here long tonight. I'll be here about an hour tonight. I wasn't going on tonight, but you know what I said? Fuck it. I'm gonna go and hop on tonight. Talk about this news that just broke. My guy Artman supposed to be coming through in a minute, but while my guy Artman and my homegirl Bianka, which I like so much, supposed to be coming through here. But before they get in this joint, I'm gonna start with something. That I want to talk about. What's good, Artman? What's good? There go Artman right there. Hold on, let me drop the link. Let me go and drop the link. What's good? All right. Hold on. My ass forgot how to do this shit. Okay. Copy the clipboard. I'm finna hit you with that jump, bro. I'm finna drop that jump, bro. All right, I found it. All right, I dropped that jump. Hell yeah. There you go, that jump in there. What's good, Rich? Shout out Rich Porter. Coming through this jump. I appreciate you coming through this jump, Rich. I ain't gonna be here too long today, Rich. I'm gonna be here about an hour. Today. You know, maybe an hour and some change. I got some shit a little later. But I wanted to cook on this shit real quick. You know, this newfound information, that we just got yesterday. Had to celebrate this newfound information that we got yesterday. That now I found the world know, that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua shit was bullshit. Cause I've been knew it was bullshit. Cause I ain't gonna say that I got news that it was bullshit. I've been knew it was bullshit. Y'all figured out that it was bullshit yesterday. So I want to hit on it a little bit tonight. Hit on Taylor Ramirez a little bit tonight. My guy Artman came through. We just had a live on my guy Artman Twitter. Follow my guy Artman Boxing on Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit. Shot with my guy Artman Boxing. So Art, my guy Art. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling real good, dude. It's just like there's so many pictures I gotta draw, dude. I'm about to be a busy man leading up to this fight, dude. I got a lot of hoodies I gotta ship right now. All that, dude. I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. Thank the Lord for giving me this talent, to do what I do. You know, so I really can't complain. My thing is, I feel like this. The days of us explaining shit to these people, them days is over. We just gonna talk and you just gonna have to listen. And if you can't keep up, it is what it is. Cause I'm tired of going back and forth about did he cheat, did he not cheat. It's like, dude, we know he cheat. Now let's continue the conversation. Where are we going forward from there?
Facts. Clear as day. Like really, and when you peep it, like You should have just look at the situation. Okay, this man said he didn't cheat, right? What's so difficult about this man just getting in the ring and beating up a guy that he just beat up, a couple months ago? Like if you know you didn't cheat, like if you know you could beat me up, all right, well, why not beat me up for another 20 million and then go on about your $100 million weight? Since that's that's the thing that they saying that the quote unquote biggest fight in boxing, which was never fucking gonna be made to begin with.
You see,
if that's the biggest fight in boxing.
Any logical man would have known this, but we gotta understand we're dealing with a cokehead, a crackhead. Either or. We're dealing with somebody that's on the narcotic. Tyson Fury. So certain things that we do or that's rational, Tyson Fury don't do it. It's like, why the hell would you go out here and tell people, oh, well, AJ, you knew about the arbitration? I'm like, oh shit. That's why I post that gif of the dude from Empire going shaking his head, looking like he about to have a heart attack, because that's how the PR people and Top Rank are feeling right now. How the hell somebody must have took his phone after that, because I haven't seen no tweet about that shit since.
Since he said this shit,
I think they took his phone away.
You gotta click the link, B. That link, this link right here in the chat, right above Rich. You gotta click that junk, and it's gonna bring you to the chat room, and I'll be able to bring you in.
Yeah, I'm just letting everybody know we live right now.
Yeah, I'm still putting this junk.
You see, I try to do it on Twitter, but I don't know, man. Twitter, they not fucking with the kid. They need to get this shit together.
Yeah, they did that shit once before on us. Like it kept dropping. It kept dropping for some reason. Why it kept looking Rich? Rich already with the shit. Hook 'em up.
I'm over here. I'm sharing this now to everybody in all these groups on Facebook.
Hey, Rich Porter.
Is that the real Rich Porter?
Yeah, we my nigga.
Tell me. I was about to tell him drop a key in the super chat.
I wish it like the first time I seen that, you gotta believe. I said, hold on. I said, hey, Rich. I think Rich white. I think Rich is white dude. Well, I mean, you couldn't tell Rich being this motherfucker kicking it. I think Rich white.
What were we talking about before Twitter rudely interrupted us?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, what the fuck was
what were we talking about?
We were talking about that Ramirez. Oh, yeah. Okay, we were talking about that Ramirez Taylor and how bad the promotion was for that damn fight. Or is for this
terrible fight. Promotion.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. I don't know. No,
Bob. Bob think because he understands that he don't gotta promote. Bob really be putting the fucking promotion money in his pocket that they give him to promote these fucking fights. Bob literally.
Or he the type, like, I mean, look at what he said about Terrence. Basically, I'm putting more money in him than he's giving me. Look at his mindset.
Yeah, Bob,
so to him, it's just like y'all. It's to him, it's just like y'all two niggas fighting, right? What more y'all want?
I had saw some shit like somebody said to me. They said Bob under promote his fighters so the fight can do bad. So the next fight he can say, "Well, look, the last fight you ain't do too much, so I got to bring the pay down." Some shit like that. That's what
you know what? That's some real life janky promoter shit.
Right.
Because I never really thought about that, but now that you say something like that, that's true. He could be doing something like that. But they said, my dude said Bud's a waste.
I like Bud. Ugh. I'm a fan of Terrence. So
we just want better opposition from the man. And it's not like he can't get it because Sean Porter right in front of his face, but they talking about here's $1 million and then
I think Sean Porter wants that fight.
He does
too.
want that fight.
He do
I'm
want it.
saying I don't think the matchmakers at top rank want to spend any type of money to make that fight. They don't
For the
see it as a
fight.
good investment, which is pretty dumb. Like, think about it. The world want to see Terrence. I know we want to see Errol Spence versus Crawford. But if we can't get that, the world will want to see Sean Porter versus Crawford.
My bad. Bernie the Boxer said that they didn't want that fight.
So what fight does Terrence want at this point? Like,
Trap said Bud
it's
just
getting a bit exhausting.
exactly like I'm trying. Folks already think I'm a Bud hater because I like girls and shit, and I really don't hate Bud. But it's like, bro, you make it hard not to talk about you when
Yeah,
you
he
don't.
do make it hard, and I'm actually a fan.
Bud make it hard to support. Bud make it hard to keep the people on my channel off Bud. Like trapping here talking shit about Bud. It's hard for me to even defend Bud when he moving like that. That nigga said, who the nigga say? Nigga said Taylor, Hodacito Lopez, and who? What's the other nigga? He said, shout out Macadocious Mac of the South. Shout out Macadocious Mac of the South. We got you slide through this jump, bro. If you can, smash that like button. And, we ain't gonna be here too long now. We just in this, talking about Ramirez, fear and shit. Then we ended up talking about Bob. So you know how this shit go. We in this motherfucker. We just flow. But what the fuck was I talking about before Matt came in this motherfucker? Oh, yeah. Bull make it hard to not hard to support him because I'm gonna support him anyway. But Bud make it hard to not talk shit about him. It's already enough people on Bud ass, so I try not to be on Bud ass too. But Bud make it hard not to be on his ass with all this. He moving like he's scared. I ain't gonna say Bud scared, but he moving like a scared man. Like for you not to be for Bud to be, because Bud is a killer. Bud is pound for pound. Bud for sure in my top, 5, top 3 pound for pound. For Bud to be a top 5 fighter, he moving like for Bud to be an alpha male, he moving real beta male to me. Like I don't really like the body language. What's up, Jay Gibson? Shout out Jay Gibson coming through this jump. I don't really
Man,
like
it's just the position. It's just the position that he's in, man. I know we can all say, "Oh man, you need to go tell Bob to go f himself." Yeah, you can say that, but you see how you don't understand what Bob's gonna do to Teofimo Lopez once he come back. He gonna try to do him so dirty, and we all know it. You see how Bob got a hold on the media and this and that. It's like they're scared of him because the power he got.
Shout out Jay Gibson.
I don't
Yeah.
think Bud is really. I don't think Bud is ready to basically go full Colin Kaepernick on him. To be honest, because we all know there's repercussions when you messing with a snake who got control of a lot of things like that.
Macadocious said Crawford
I
need
don't
to
know,
step
man.
up.
What would you
Fight
I
do
Bud.
if you was Bud?
agree. I would fight a champion. I would fight a fight that we want to see.
Exactly.
That
Especially
is so.
after
It's so simple.
But
Especially when
y'all
you got
understand, it's not
guys.
up to him. It's not up to him. His boss is blocking all the good fights.
It kind of seems like it's like he's sitting at a table and Bob comes and feed him whatever he want. Like he doesn't even say, "Yo, I want this and that." It's just here, take it or leave it. If you're gonna eat it, cool. If you don't, then that's your ass. That's what it's giving.
I think if Bud really wanted these fights, because actually it was a point in time where Bob actually said out his mouth, Bud could make these fights. Shout out D Hodges for coming through this joint. It was a point in time where Bob said Bud could make these fights. If he said he didn't want the Thurman fight, he said he didn't want the Sean fight. Now I don't know if that was Bob letting the truth slip out or if that was Bob being Bob. But I know for sure today I saw Bernie the Boxer say that they didn't want that Errol Spence wasn't in the plan. he ain't come out and say Earl Spence not in the plan. What he said was he named the plan and Earl Spence was nowhere to be found. And Bud 33 years old. So if you got 3 fights that don't include Earl Spence, nigga, that's retirement for you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like what possible fights could Bud have that don't include Earl Spence at 147?
Did you hear about this tape?
147.
Did you hear about them saying he's gonna fight Taylor Ramirez winner?
Yeah. Hold on. Michael Johnson, Boston Talk said they don't want to make that fight because it's not big enough for them. Who don't want to make that fight because it ain't big enough? Top Rank? You talking about Top Rank? But yeah, go ahead, Art. I want to see it before you.
Nah, I said, did you hear about Bob Arum saying Crawford got to fight the winner of Taylor Ramirez?
Hey, bro, is that the Oklahoma Thunder that you play for, Michael Johnson? My bad, Art. But go ahead. Is that the Oklahoma Thunder? Go ahead, Art.
Nah, I'm asking y'all a question.
Awesome. What'd you say?
Ask it again. What you
Can
said?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is my mic too low?
It's in and out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you.
Okay, so basically, I was saying, what do y'all think about Bob Arum saying Crawford potentially can fight the winner of Taylor Ramirez?
Okay. That's a good fight. If he do it next, like him and Earl need to be fighting within the next 2 fights for both of them, bro. Like it ain't too much left for them to do. After Earl fight Ugas and Bud fight whoever he gonna fight, what the fuck else is there for him to do? Like seriously.
I personally wouldn't be satisfied. Like I don't want to hear that. Like I don't know.
You don't want to see it.
Why not make Arrow and Terrence the next fight? Like it's just so crazy to me.
Tri-City. We played y'all too, Michael Johnson, Tri-City Stampede. I used to play for the
I mean, I can see why it's not the very next fight because Earl's about to fight for another belt.
Tri-City
but
Stampede,
if it's not the fight after next, then it's a problem.
Exactly. That's how I feel, Art. That's the wave I'm on. Like, they next fight got it. Even if Spence come out, if Spence say Spence fight Ugas, he come out and say, I want to fight somebody, I'm be like, nah, bro, you with the shit. Because you and Bull supposed to, been got down. But
the only person Spence supposed to be fighting right now, besides Bud, is whoever holds that belt. If it's Manny or if it's Ugas.
Really, it can't even be Manny because Manny ain't even got no belt. Manny need to retire too, goddamn. Be real. He need to sit his ass. He need to sit his ass down. I'm tired of seeing Manny. Memphis Blast. I don't play for nobody right now, Michael Jones. I retired like 2 years ago. I retired like last year. Really, I retired last year. But I played for the Gators. I played for the Arkansas Gators. They had a team 1 year, and I played for the Memphis Blast for 2 years. But that's who I played for, the Memphis Blast, though. We played y'all. I remember the Tri-City. Y'all was like some Texas or some shit, wasn't it? Nah, Stampede. But I know we played y'all. We played the Oklahoma Thunder. We played Tri-City. We played like 2 Texas teams. Though. But I know you know the Memphis Blast, though. You played in the GDFL. My bad. We all off subject and shit. We had
man.
My bad.
But that I don't know, man. With the Bud situation, it's just complicated.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, my bad. All right.
I said with this Bud conversation, it's just complicated, man. It's because he's on a team he's basically on a boat that's a sinking boat. Because Bob Arum, and he's the captain, he's making that shit go all types of which ways, man. This shit with Tyson Fury is a lot bigger than people think it is, man. When have we ever seen something like this in boxing, where a promoter drops the ball like this?
Right.
Multiple promoters drop the ball like this.
Like right now, faces and nobody even saying nothing about that part. Like they slick colluded against him in our face.
And that's what I posted on Twitter. I'm like, let's talk about how all you so-called boxing fans were trying to make sure Wilder does not get what is owed to him. You guys were praying for injustice, literally.
Exactly, Rich. Rich, like what? Hell yeah, that's collusion, bro. I sue their ass. That's collusion, Rich.
Wilder, he could have took it to court, dude, with Fury. I'm talking about besides the arbitration. I mean, like, if he wanted to press charges.
Yeah.
Because, man, from him saying that his doctor has basically paperwork stating the injury he got is caused by something
Felix.
other than a boxing glove. That type of news would have ruined the third fight before it even happened, though. So I'm actually pretty cool he didn't come out with that news because that type of shit could have had Fury in jail. I'd rather see him get his ass beat first.
Yeah, that's the type of time Wilder on too. But niggas don't call the police. Niggas don't call the police. We go do everything we could do to keep the police out of it. He didn't want to take the man to arbitration. What he wanted was a fight. That's what he wanted.
Just a fight.
That's what he wanted. Like he ain't trying to get Fury locked up. He want to put hands on Fury because Fury did that shit to him. He want to put hands on Fury.
He want that shit back in blood.
Facts. I'll try not to say that, but he want that shit in blood. Like you know what that shit mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
Another ship. Yeah. Bud don't want that fight. Like John said, Fury was captain of the ship. Yeah. Yeah. They knew that man had a contract. They knew he had a legally binding agreement. And Top Rank and Eddie, none of them folks gave a fuck about none of that shit. Like them folks didn't give a fuck about none. They still tried to make that fight. They colluded. They got the media involved. They got the public involved, bro. Wilder really got a case if he really. I ain't no fucking lawyer, but if he want to push that shit, bro, he could push that shit. Them folks colluded against dude until they couldn't no more. That being real, like in my lifetime, I ain't never seen no shit like this before. Like, especially not with no boxing, bro. On some real shit, like this last year of boxing has opened my eyes to more corruption in boxing than I ever even knew boxing had in it. Just this last year type shit. Just seeing how fickle the media and the promoters and all these people is and shit. That shit crazy. Like the sport that nigga love really tainted. Like this motherfucker really tainted. Like nigga don't even know who clean, who dirty no more. You don't know who juicing, who playing by the rules, who not playing. You don't know who good and who not because all these niggas on steroids. Is Canelo Alvarez even as good as we fucking think he is because he got caught twice with steroids? We don't know how long that nigga been taking it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who is these niggas. Like we don't even know. I'm so lost right now. I'm so lost right now as far as this boxing shit go. So the whole world would know he a liar. Ah, yeah. Facts.
Well, I like the way overall, besides all this craziness, I like the way Wilder carried himself. It wasn't like Fury where he just kept making those false statements and confirming shit that was honestly never going to happen.
Right. Just fooling the people like and they okay with it. Like he literally put the move. He pulled the wool. He pulled the
And
wool over
honestly,
everybody.
Wilder could have been an asshole and be like, bro, you know that's not going to happen or whatever. Like the whole time he knew, Wilder knew. So he carried himself very, very well for a long time.
I mean, he had a gag order. He couldn't really talk about too much.
I think that's how Phil would do the case because he be all that fucking talking.
He couldn't talk too much. He couldn't really touch base on details, but he could have been shady in a sense of like, like it's.
Get where you're coming from. He could have, like Fury, but look what happened to Fury. Him being all over the place is now making him look like a jackass.
Exactly.
People are pulling up old videos of him telling everybody that he was going to fight Wilder next. The same videos that me and you was using on Twitter, they're not playing it, saying, "Hey, he was telling us."
Which he did. There was a video where he said, "Hey, there is a lot of things going on. I could be fighting Wilder next. Like Wilder is going to be next." So he did say it. What people chose to believe, they chose to believe.
Bingo. It was a full weekend where Bob and Fury was telling us what the fuck was going on. Like, it's not looking good. It's looking real Wilder Fury 3-ish. Bob said some shit like that for real. Bob said it's looking like Wilder. He said that on Fred Barbershop Conversations. And I really ain't stopped watching Fred since. That they Wilder, that they all came.
So at the same time,
I love when Bob Arum come on that show. He's the first one to tell us that Fury was fighting in July.
Facts.
But I feel like they just ate up the AJ. Like that was just, I don't know. They were just using AJ. I agree with it. Like I agree with AJ's frustration because that's exactly what it seemed like.
I think they was trying to finesse AJ. I think they was trying to trick AJ into signing the contract. So Fury could have, said to hell with Wilder. He can have this motherfucking belt. I'm finna go fight for 3. I think they was trying to put the move on AJ, but AJ wasn't going for it. AJ them held off on signing it until the arbitration was over. I think he was trying to get AJ to sign. And if AJ had to sign like 6-7 months ago, Fury would have ended that fucking arbitration and said to hell with them belts because it just kind of Fury is. I think.
But we shouldn't even trip because a couple years from now, they're going to look back at all these events that happened, and they're going to talk about all the behind-the-scenes shit that was going on.
It's going to be in the movie.
It's going to be in the movie, the Wilder movie.
Bob is a dickhead.
I wonder who's going to play him.
Bob or what?
A dickhead.
Bob be treating these boxers like they his hoes, like he a pimp. For real, that's how he be using boxing. Bob got a pimp mentality when it comes to this boxing.
This comment, Bob was like, "It's Fury, not me. If I was Wilder, I would too." Who says that?
Bob, what you say? Bob was like, "It's Fury, not me. If I was Wilder, I would sue." Yeah, Wilder could sue. Wilder ain't gonna sue nobody. Niggas don't sue, Mike. How many times you sue somebody in your life? Niggas don't sue people. He could though. He got a case, but he can though. I would. If Fury finds some kind of way to get out this shit, which I doubt, because I really think this shit bulletproof at this point. But if he tried to find a way out of this, I'm suing every motherfucking body.
My thing is, why not honor the contract anyway to like not go through this? Then potentially we would have had AJ versus fight.
Yeah.
You know what I think? I really believe like they thought that they was gonna beat Wilder so bad that he would not want to exercise that rematch clause. That's what I think. I really believe they conspired against him to make sure his water was spiked, make sure Fury had that loaded glove to take him out of here, so he won't want to fight again in the rematch clause. Because that's the only way they was able to have another fight is because Wilder exercised the rematch clause. Imagine if he didn't exercise it. Then Fury will have every right to go into that AJ fight. That's what I believe.
He said Wilder countersued Povetkin. What the hell Wilder and Povetkin have to go to court?
Yeah, because Povetkin messed up the fight by being on PED, so Wilder sued him.
Oh yeah,
What did he say? Say it again.
He took steroids. I know they went to court for that though.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I know he took PEDs and shit though, but I didn't know that they took him to court for that shit.
What's with the heavyweights and PEDs?
You know why they taking PED?
Because he seen his boy Spilker get spilt on the damn floor.
Same division with that dude that's knocking everybody the fuck out. He knocking everybody out. Niggas don't want to get knocked out.
Think about it. Povetkin literally watched his boy
on my motherfucking fight chart for 7 months, 6 months away, 4 months, whatever long it take. I'd be a little scared too. I might take you steroids too, goddamn. Because bro, imagine going in the ring, right? Knowing you finna get your ass knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm telling you, he watched Spilker get knocked out. You seen Spilker get carried in a stretcher, right? Povetkin was at that fight, and he had to fight Wilder next.
He was in the photo. I remember that. He was
And
in
he
the.
seen that shit, and he said, "Bro, I'm telling you, go back and watch that fight. They put the camera on Povetkin after
But
Stipe get knocked out.
my thing is, you
Povetkin
have
was
to
looking
be an
crazy.
idiot to do that stuff and like not think about the ending results. Like, do you think you're not gonna get caught? Like,
Right. They're not gonna
that's like
find out.
me. Yeah.
I think she.
Yeah,
I
they
think
think they won't get caught because they use masking agents
So what?
to try to get away, or they'll stop it 3 weeks before so it can get out their system.
Mm.
I think sometimes when it comes
There's a
to
science to it.
Yeah, it is though. Yep. Like a certain time you can eat it, certain length of time you got to be off it and on it. I think Wilder. I think some of them guys. I know Billy Joe did it on purpose, and I think Povetkin might have did it on purpose too. Got caught with the steroids on purpose. When Billy Joe was going to fight Andrade, like a couple years ago, he was going to fight Andrade. He got caught on steroids. I think he did it on purpose, and I think
I'll
Povetkin
never forget that because I wanted to see that fight so damn bad.
Yeah, I did too.
And then, he didn't even try to make that
fight. The one that Canelo just took, it's supposed to be Andrade.
Yep. Which is pretty bogus, but hey, you see how the industry works, bro. I just don't like how Charlo's feeding into that stuff, man. I mean, I get it. You don't like Andre, but goddamn, you don't want to see the brother get a chance to fight Canelo?
I thought that shit was hilarious, though. I didn't even cap that Canelo Andrade shit.
What do y'all think about that stuff when Andre pulled up on Canelo? You think that was an embarrassing moment for Andre, or he should have did a little bit different?
I think it was embarrassing.
Yeah,
you think it was embarrassing?
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It didn't look good at all. But I think
it didn't look good. And then
Go ahead. My bad, B. Go ahead.
No, you could go. You could.
I don't think.
What would you would have done? Would you would have got gangster on Canelo, or would you just be respectful like Andre?
If it was me, I would have came in from the jump. I would have been real aggressive. I would have said what I had to say right from the jump. Got all the cameras on me. I wouldn't have moved because I don't want to get thrown out. But I would have been real aggressive in my tone. I would have said what I said, and I would have walked out that motherfucker. He wouldn't have had to throw me out because I would have been short to the point, and I would have been out there bitch. I wouldn't have had my daddy with me in the first place. For one, I wouldn't have had my daddy there. But, I would have did different. I would have said, "You scary as hell. I've been trying to fight you this long. You need to fight me. Stop fighting these white boys. Come take your ass whooping." You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You a hoe.
I'd have been like, bro, you fighting in America. Why the hell you fighting them European dudes? You need to come fight me.
Say something mean, flip the table, ask for a fight, walk out. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
No, I don't think he should have walked in at all. Because just from I don't know. I get the whole let's promote it, or let's let me try to make it next or make something happen. But at the same time, it was embarrassing. Canelo straight embarrassed him in English at that.
Right.
And then it's like, it was just after his fight. I feel like, I don't know, there's a time and place for everything. And I think that was not the time and place for that type of stuff at all.
I don't see Andre ever getting a Canelo fight. I feel like he'll get a Charlo fight first.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, or it might not. Yeah,
Canelo
he literally said it.
He don't want to fight Andre. And every time I see Andre fight, I see why. Yeah, it's an ugly style, but how do you train to fight a guy like that?
Yeah. And he
can do some things that will make Canelo very upset in that ring. Even if Canelo wins, it'll be an ugly win. Because he probably going to try to dance around him, all types of shit. You never know with Andre. It's unpredictable.
I'm put that up there for everybody to see. I just wish somebody fight Andrade, for. I wish somebody fight Andrade, bro. He can't get a fight with Charlo. To his own
you know who else I think is gonna go down that way? Like being a good fighter and not getting fights drawn.
Oh yeah, they scared of that boy.
They definitely scared.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't I'll fight anybody. I feel like I probably wouldn't be too quick to fight Boots. And I'm bigger than them folks, but I don't know. I don't know about them Boots and Tank. I don't know. Them niggas a little different. I don't know.
Sometimes I try to put myself in a fighter's shoes. Like, you got to think about it. If there's a fighter out here that's making $30 million, $20 million fighting bums without the risk, I would want to get that, to be honest, because why would you want to put your health in jeopardy to, have a war where you want to have a long career, but why have a war with somebody right now for less?
Hell yeah, Isaiah, Felix, that shit was fucked up. And it was sitting right next to Canelo.
Yeah, that's true. But you get where I'm coming from. Like, I really believe some of these fighters really don't want to risk their career fighting somebody early in the game. They'd rather have those type of fights later on for some odd reason.
These niggas 30. Oh, you talking about Boots?
Yeah.
You talking about Boots?
No, I'm talking about like Canelo. I don't think he want, or just boxers in general. I don't think boxers want to risk getting an injury fighting that tough guy when they can put themselves in a position where they make a lot of money fighting a nobody.
Yeah.
Like Teofimo Lopez. He could have fought Haney. He could have fought all these other dudes. But he said nope. By him saying nope, he got this highest payday and he fighting somebody that's less than.
That's true.
So a lot of boxers think like that, man. Why would I go to war? Somebody be like, man, I went to war with a guy, broke both of my ribs. Now my arm hurt for the rest of my life, and I only got $20K before I get the opportunity to fight somebody for $5 million. I really feel like they think like that.
The thing is, see, if you who you say you are, you go beat him anyway. So what's the problem? Like Sean Porter. Sean Porter said he ain't want to fight. Which track was still in here? Sean Porter said he ain't want to fight Boots, right? Now people will tell me, well, after Boots' last fight, I don't hear too much no more though. But people will tell me Sean Porter will beat Boots. Shit, I want to see him fight him. And people will tell me Sean Porter don't have to fight Boots. Well, if he don't
Sean Porter does not have to fight Boots. I personally don't think it, because Sean Porter has fought people that we wanted to see fight, one, and champs, and really skillful boxers. Like, it's never been, Sean Porter is a boxer who's never ran away from a fight, to me.
Bud and Sean Porter should most definitely fight, but Bud not gonna fight Sean Porter. And what else is there for Sean to do other than fight a guy?
I don't know who Sean can fight next.
Honestly, like who?
I mean, there is my dude from Minnesota, Jamal Shango James. I don't know if y'all know him.
Jamal James. I know Jamal James. I want him and Boots to fight.
I said the same thing. People say all the time, they be like, dude, you from Minnesota, you rocking with Jamal James, you think he can beat the top guys? I said, shit. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think so, but he's in the top 10 for a reason.
Yeah, he's nice. Now, he
only got one loss.
Yeah, Jamal
James. Yugas. Yep. That was a very close fight to Yugas on a 2 weeks notice.
Sean take on any challenge. I gotta go with Boots. If they fought, it would be a great ass fight.
I want to see Shango versus Boots.
Yeah, me too.
Shango's in the top 10 welterweight.
That's the fight I called for. After Boots beat Lipinets, I say Jamal James next.
Yep, because Jamal James, he got the secondary belt of Yugas belt.
They're the same. They're the same height and some motion. Like they're around the same size. They both athletes.
Nah, Shango's taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trained with Shango before at his gym in Minneapolis, the Circle of Discipline. He's pretty tall, man. Yeah, he's real skinny, real rangy.
He like 6 foot?
Yeah. He's like 6'1", 6'2".
And Boots what, 5'10"?
Yeah. I think he's taller by a couple inches. But yeah, man, I done seen him fight, and him versus Boots here in Minnesota, that'll be a packed ass fight. Because whenever Jamal James fight here at the Armory in Minnesota, that motherfucker be packed. That's where I saw Sebastian Fendora fight too. Same venue. But yeah, I would like to see Shango versus Shango versus Ennis.
Yeah, that's That's why I'm leaning towards too. That's really all I can see next for Boots, a guy like that, because
Yeah, he has a secondary belt.
oh yeah, James, yeah, I know, yep. The WBA jump.
Yep.
Yeah, he got the WBA jump.
Prove
Yeah,
that you belong at welterweight.
Yeah, that'd be the best fight for both of them. It's about the only guy, not an elite fighter, who I think will be able to do something with Boots, really. And I don't think he'll necessarily be able to beat him, but I think he'll be able to give him a run for his money. Anybody outside, because he got good size, but anybody outside of him or a top guy like Sean, Boyd, or Earl fighting Boots, they ass in some trouble.
Like that dude, you seen that dude Stenosis? He a white dude with a bald head. He just fought.
He lost. He lost his last fight. He lost to DeLorme.
Nah, he beat DeLorme though.
They gave it to him, but he lost.
They gave it to him. You feel like DeLorme won?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
I feel like
James beat DeLorme easy.
Yeah, DeLorme was fighting when Floyd was fighting.
Hey, and that's why I want to see DeLorme or Shango versus Boots, because look at Jamal James fought DeLorme. He pieced him up easy, hit him with a 15-punch combo, beat him. Stenosis went to war with the dude, broke his hands in the process.
Stenosis broke his hands?
Yeah, they took his gloves off. His shit looked like swollen. I don't know if they wrapped his hands wrong, but his shit was knotted up.
Yeah, he got a bad style for DeLorme though, because DeLorme move and the Stenosis niggas just be in front of you. He dare to be hit. Like he dare to be
Stenosis,
hit.
He'll get cooked by what's his name?
Boots will kill him.
Boots. Easy.
Boots will beat the shit out of him. Boots will beat the shit out of him like Boots will be like it'll look amazing. It'll look like a highlight reel. Not because the other dude, Stormy, not because he's slow, but because his style is just perfect for Boots. He gonna be right in front of Boots, and Boots gonna be able to, turn him, hit him with whatever punch you want to hit him with,
whatever. See, my pops, he's a boxing fan. He's in his 50s, and I showed him. I said, "Pops, this is this dude Ennis. They saying, he the next up." And he seen him fight. He said, "Man, he's good, but I don't think he could beat no Bud Crawford."
Yeah.
He said it's a difference when you in a fight with a real dog like you.
Yeah, I don't think he could beat Crawford right now. I don't think he could beat Crawford right now. Right now.
I don't think right now. Yeah, he could probably land some shots, but I feel like later on in the fight, Bud will figure him out.
Yeah. He got Bud 33. He got about another year before he was ready to fight Bud, and about another 2 before he could. He got about another year before he could beat Bud, and he got about another 2 before he could beat Errol Spence. I really feel like that. I feel like right now he can't really fuck with them, but in about a year or 2, it's gonna be real interesting. We could.
Man, I was talking about this with somebody else. I said, can you guys imagine Errol Spence, Sean Porter fighting guys at age 36, like Floyd Mayweather was, and beating the young guys?
Fighting Canelo. I see that. Shout out New Juice for coming
because
through.
I'm gonna keep it honest. I can't see Errol Spence or Canelo them at 37 fighting dudes that's 23
and beating them
and beating them impressively.
Why is that? You don't think
because
watching them
I
now?
Just feel like them making so much money right now, it's gonna have them basically, stagnant, comfortable.
Do you even think they would even take those fights at that age like Floyd did?
No, I don't think they can take them. I think
hell no. Look how Sean Porter's sounding right now at 33?
And I thought he was
man, I wouldn't fight no Boots.
Yeah, he did.
With that tone, he like, fuck no, I'm not fighting that guy.
And us as fans, we thinking like, oh, okay, that's reasonable. But when Floyd was fighting, he fucking 36, fighting dudes 23, coming off of impressive wins.
But Sean's reasoning wasn't like, oh, I'm not gonna fight him because I think I'm gonna lose. It was more so like,
What do I
honestly,
gain from it?
yeah, it was like what do I gain from it? And it's just like it was more so like kind of like he didn't say it like that, but it was like, come on, like get your weight up a little bit, like, you know,
What does Floyd Mayweather gain from fighting
I think
Canelo?
flo-
I, I
Money,
think a
right?
boot, man, I think a
money.
boot,
But it's
Yeah, I
not
don't
the
think
but
none
yeah.
of
it's
these
not the
young fighters
same.
can generate that type of money.
Exactly, it's not the same.
Now, if Sean beat Boots, he automatically get another title shot against anybody, like against anybody. It's something in beating Boots. Now, Boots got everybody scared right now. Me and you just sat up here and said what
Yeah, that's true. You
he
know,
beat
I'm
everybody,
glad that you
but
brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up because
then
now
it's
that's
people
the
who think
counter to that.
it's people who think Boots beat Earl. You know what I mean? It's people who think that. It's people who think he beat
I
Yeah.
Earl.
think
So
that.
if somebody sat him
See what
down
I'm saying?
early in the game,
So it's something in fighting Boots. It's something in fighting him now.
there's something, but I don't think there's something in fighting a guy like Ortiz.
Ortiz is a win. Boots is a fight. Ortiz is a win. Boots is a fight. You don't know if you're gonna win that one.
You
Boots
see, they
will
try to
really
show
have you
Boots and
question like, maybe he can beat Arrow, or maybe he can't, even though you guys don't think he can. But I think there's a chance, and I think it's a 50-50. Like, I don't think
No,
it's
I
a
don't
I
think.
don't.
okay.
I don't
Arrow
think
is
it's
being Boots. Like, it's just one of those fights. I don't think it's that at all.
I think if Boots going over Earl, you gonna see your Boo get beat the fuck up, and you ain't gonna like it. That's what I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all,
That's what I think.
okay. His style is very flashy and it's fan
Yep.
friendly, right? But what happens when you're in the sixth, seventh round with a dude who's just as good and
Bingo.
you tired before him? Or he got more experience doing this because this is like his 100th time at
Yep.
round
He
12.
already took them 30 punches to the
But
face in round 10. You know what I mean?
the amount of fights that John fought and Arrow is not too different
The
at all.
competition,
The
the competition is
competition.
I feel like
great.
okay, the
Great.
competition is yeah. Yeah, but
True.
you're talking about stamina. You're talking about lasting 12 rounds. As far as that
Yeah.
I'm
goes,
not talking about
Good,
just
the amount
stamina.
of
I'm
bout
good
talking about like
UFC.
taking punches and your stamina running low. Like
Good
being in a
UFC.
real war. Like can Boots handle Arrow versus
Porter.
Porter type of fight where you're fighting somebody
that's
that's
true.
not backing down, who's not letting
That's
you
true.
reset?
We haven't seen it, so I can't honestly say, nah, Boots, he fought da da da. So
Yeah.
I just think it's just a matter of time before we see it. But I personally think that I don't know. I think he could definitely bring a fight to those two.
Definitely. He most definitely could probably beat them motherfuckers, but I
Y'all
just
probably
think
gonna hate me. Y'all gonna probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I feel like even Keith Thurman give Boots a hard fight.
Boots will break Keith Thurman shit up.
I
You
think
think
he
so?
would.
He'll
Yeah.
break
I
Keith
don't know
Thurman up. I think he'll
because
break Keith
Keith
Thurman
Thurman
up.
is a smart
That's
boxer
that's a
too.
good fight. That's a good fight.
The Keith
Thurman does
Thurman
good.
that fought Danny Garcia, that's where I have in my mind. I don't have like an injured,
He been
Keith Thurman in my head. I'm thinking of the Keith Thurman that fought Danny Garcia
See,
versus
Keith
Boots.
Thurman shouldn't even go in and fight Boots right off, like right away after his time off. I think he needs at least
Hell no.
2 fights before he even goes to Boots.
Boots should fight Josecito Lopez.
he almost beat Keith when he first came back. Shit. He almost beat Keith.
That's true. He almost stopped him.
Keith done, y'all. Just to be real, I think he done.
Yeah, maybe he injured, man. It's that
The
light skin
elite
shit.
the elite
Nah,
guys, gonna stop Keith because he war worn. I think the elite guys are stopping. Did y'all see what Pacquiao did to him? 40 old man Pacquiao.
man, I'm gonna keep it 100. I always talk about that fight. Yeah, Pacquiao had some success, but so did Keith Thurman, man. They had it as a if you look at the ConcuBox scores, they were saying that Keith Thurman landed more punches.
He probably did, Art. He probably did, but he was not supposed to let that old man even. It wasn't supposed to be that
That's
close of a
true.
fight.
Why I feel like Keith Thurman, the reason why he lost is understandable. It's because you looked hurt in that fight. even though you had some success, Manny Pacquiao made you look bad. Like when he punched him and he spit out his mouthpiece and caught it, put it back in. That was like some like, dude, yeah, Manny Pacquiao won this fight.
Manny, before that fight, I was saying, Keith, you ducking Earl. Why you fighting Manny? Why you fighting Manny? You got no reason to fight Manny. You running. Manny went in there and he beat that man ass. He knocked him down the first round. Once Keith hit the ground, I said, oh shit,
dude, man, look,
fight.
I felt so stupid, dude, because I was telling my dad, I said, Dad, look, AB gonna beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao beat AB. And I said, all right, Pops, I know AB lost, but look, this guy right here, he not gonna lose. He not gonna lose. He get dropped in the first round. My dad looked at me and said, son,
man,
this the guy?
Key problem was Keith went in there with Manny and think like he said it in the interview and shit, like the post fights. I said post fights, like the press conference interview and shit. Man, I'm finna go in there. I'm finna go in there. I'm finna knock him out. He too little. Home post being here. I'm finna retire.
I don't care what he's taking.
Exactly. This gonna be man. I don't care what he's taking. This gonna be Manny's last fight and all that shit.
He could be on any drug. All right,
he's finna drag Manny, and he got drugged.
Hey, he was rocking Manny head back with them straight right hands, though. I can't lie.
He's supposed to. I'm getting it. Like, I don't care what he did, but he supposed to beat that man's ass, and he didn't.
Yeah, because if he would have beat his ass, that would have made a Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman fight big as hell.
And I believe that's probably where he was going next.
Yeah, and that's why he's probably talking all this shit. Because if he did go in there and beat Manny Pacquiao impressively after talking all that shit, that definitely would have made the fight bigger. But it don't always go like that in boxing.
Yeah,
underrated fight, man.
Manny really retired. Like what nigga don't know off that shit. Like really, just think about it. Manny retired off that win.
You know what? Manny should just retire after that. That was a good victory to go into. Now you can make your movie again. If you would have retired after that Jeff Horn shit, that'd have been tough.
I think he retired already. I think that's why he ain't had a fight. Come on, man. He's a big baby who thinks he can buy his way into the ring. Ah, damn. She on my Twitter. But yeah, man, I think I really without saying it, I think Manny has retired on us. Like, to be real. Without saying it. Who Manny go fight next, Art?
With no belt.
Nobody knows. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody knows. He's not gonna fight Bud.
They keep on saying Mikey Garcia.
Bud had put Mikey Garcia in his list of names he want to fight too. Now that you said it, now I'm thinking about it, he put Mikey Garcia in that motherfucker.
Man, I don't know how to feel about Mike. What do y'all feel about Mikey Garcia?
As a
I
whole,
think he's overrated.
I feel like after that Errol Spence loss, it's like, what's next for you, dude?
I think he's a bit overrated.
You think so? I feel like he was good at those lower weight classes, but 147, that's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, Mike got Hall of Famer before 147. 147 tough on everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's tough on everybody. That's where the big boy started. You know what I'm saying? That's where
I think Shango will beat Mikey Garcia.
Good. I just don't think he's great. Like, don't get me wrong. He's a.
I think Mikey was Hall of Fame before he got to 147. But at 147, he on the back end. He really got to go on. He either got to go
Who
on.
wins, Mikey or Sean Porter?
Sean Porter.
Easy?
Yeah, easy. Mikey too little for Sean Porter. Mikey too little for Sean Porter. You got to be a big nigga to actually stand a chance against Porter. You got to be a big nigga. So Porter go.
So how y'all feeling, man? Charlo about to be undisputed.
Did they ever pick a date for that one?
You said what?
Did they ever get a date for that?
Yep. It's in July at the Barclays. I think it's on the same day as. I hope it's not on the same day as Wilder versus Fury 3. They better not do that. I don't think they would.
Look, now they work for the same people. Charlo and Wilder on the same.
I know, but it's not up to top ranked not Top Rank, Premier Boxing Champions to make the fight. It's up to Top Rank. They got to host the fight. So it's going to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
Yo, also, man, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I read today's ESPN article.
This Jamal Charlo on the 17th. We talking about Jamil. Oh, hey, July 17th.
Hey, okay. Hold on. Before we get to that, I just want to bring up this point. So ESPN is hosting Wilder versus Fury 3, right? I read an article today by Mark Kriegel. And Mark Kriegel, he suddenly brought up that glove allegation. And I said, oh, shit. They about to bring that into promotion for the fight.
The glove game shit? What'd he say?
Yep. Glove. He says, yeah, Wilder lost. Matter of fact, let me pull that shit up because that's just interesting. Because that's how they gonna sell that fight. They got to make that money back. Best way to make that money back is start a whole lot of controversy. That's gonna build up a storyline for this fight.
I think this fight already made, like, man, for real. Like, I don't think this hoe could get no bigger.
Man, it can get bigger. It can get bigger. It can always get bigger.
They need to do it in Texas, really, to maximize on it.
I don't mind going to that Vegas state, bro. I already called off requesting my PTO.
On everything, like when I'm a nigga. Yeah, I mean, I already started looking at Airbnbs and shit.
Man, I'm thinking, how should I do it, bro? We gotta wear all black.
I'll be in black anyway, all right. But yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Black and
I'm
black.
being all black. I don't know if I should wear black and gold or black and red. Yeah, but we gonna be in that motherfucker. We gonna be in there thick.
Yeah.
Hey, media members gonna be shook because we about to be in there thick as hell, bro. Hey, I was talking to my brother Drew Titan, and he was basically saying, like, them days of Wilder getting booed at the weigh-in and shit, that shit's not happening no more.
Oh, yeah. We going to them motherfuckers. On some real shit, I'm really ready just to see this whole little atmosphere, like the whole atmosphere and everything. I know this is gonna be crazy. This is like you know how the older guys be talking about back in my day, you know, Hagler versus Hearns, you know, Ali versus. This is one of them moments. This is our Hagler Hearns. This our Ali versus Sonny Liston. This our
bro. I feel like this fight gonna be bigger than those fights, bro. And I know a lot of old folks gonna get mad when we say that, but this is a big deal, bro.
The build up and all this shit. Well, look,
check this out. This is what Mark Kriegel said. He said, also arbitrated to his loss was the weight of his pre-fight costume and seemingly bizarre theories concerning Fury's gloves. And then Mark goes on to say Fury's gloves was fully inspected by Nevada State Athletic Commission.
Ain't that who inspected the shit last time?
No, he's saying that, okay, even though Wilder accused Fury of cheating, he's saying that the gloves were still fully inspected, so Wilder must be lying. That's what he's trying to allude to.
My bad. Say it one time.
He's basically saying that that even though Wilder's claiming that Fury's gloves were tampered, he's letting it be known that it was fully inspected by the Nevada State Commission. Like that's supposed to mean anything to us,
right? Like top rank ain't fucking found in Nevada, Las Vegas.
Like top rank don't pull rank.
Come on. How many cheaters has the Nevada Commission caught? Man.
None, nigga.
The Nevada. Man, you could pay them folks enough money and they'll look the other way.
That's what I try to explain to somebody. I'm like, dude, these people got real life bills, man. They'll take this money.
Oh my God. You see all these media folks and shit taking the money to say this and say that.
Yeah, like, bro, my brother Drew, he already let it be known. He said that they came to them with some propositions. They told some of these black media members that, hey, we'll pay y'all some good money if y'all talk crazy about Wilder.
I know, Art.
Yeah. And, you know, that's not hard to believe. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody hit my inbox up.
I don't even want to say too much, but it's motherfuckers that we know too. Like it's people that you wouldn't even think. And then it's like they paying the heads. So like the motherfuckers that's on the show with them ain't even seeing the money that they get. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, it's a lot of corruption going on.
And you know, man, when I say this fight is bigger than boxing, man,
it's deeper than
man. People hate bringing it up, but this fight is race driven, most definitely, bro.
Boxing. I try to tell folks they want to take.
They don't believe us.
I had got to mention. I lost the fuck off from say. What the fuck was we talking about?
Say you was trying to tell folks that boxing is corrupted.
Yeah, I was trying to tell folks boxing is probably the most corrupt sport of all sports. It's like the entry level. It's like the entry level of sports. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the least governed. It's the least amount of rules. It's the least, strict. It's the most independent. Boxing don't have a union. On some real shit, all right, if you felt like you could fight good enough and I had enough money for it, I could promote you to be a boxer tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not a lot of structure to get into it. If we know a fucking promoter and we can get some licenses and shit, some boxing licenses, we could be boxers. You know what I'm saying? You see, like Jake Paul, a nigga like Jake Paul could just wake up one day and be like, I want to be a boxer. That's how, free. That's how free a movement it is.
I know because man, I used to go to this boxing school or whatever, boxing class here in Minnesota, and within like my first 2 months of training, the trainer was just like, all right, so you ready to start signing up so you can start fighting these guys? I'm like, dude, what? I'm just trying to learn this shit. I ain't trying to get into pros. But he was making it seem like it was just so easy to get some fights under your belt.
It is though, Art.
I'm like, dude, I ain't trying to be no professional. I just like to work out.
Like the only reason, like before Corona and shit popped off, I've been training like 2 years straight now, boxing, right? And I picked up MMA when Corona just opened back up, like when everything just opened back up. Like beforehand, I was gonna fight like the month of Corona. I had a fight the next month, and when that shit happened, it stopped everything. So I was like, I must want supposed to do it. I'm 30 now. I was 28 then. So I'm like, I must want supposed to do that shit. You know what I mean? Though, but it ain't hard. It ain't hard to get into. Like it ain't hard. Like anybody could do that shit. So that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. And you got to think on that level of boxing. Ain't no fucking steroid checks. You know what I'm saying? All right, ain't nobody. They not checking us for steroids. They not really checking my girls like that. So them the people that's really getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? The up and comers and shit.
Hey, what Daniel Kennedy say? What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Yeah. Real shit. Ain't nothing to get these nigga 50 grand to turn the other cheek.
Come on, man. You ain't gotta get nigga 50. You give a nigga 5 on the spot, he gonna turn his head. That's what be getting me too. People are really come to me and be like, oh, so you think that the Nevada commission just letting them guys, and you think they not? You think they actually give a fuck about? First of all, let's just be real. Top Rank is founded in Nevada. Bob Arum is running these fucking events. You think they care about a black man being cheated?
If it's gonna make all of us get rich, that's what I told somebody. I'm like, dude, there ain't nothing to do. Make all this money at the expense of a black person. Do you know how this country was made?
I said, you know how long they've been doing it?
Come on now. They've been making money off the backs of our fucking, you know, they've been making money off us for the longest, bro.
They made America off the backs of blacks.
And you know, they basically telling Wilder, it's like the whole media and everybody's basically telling Wilder, like, bro, just take this money and shut up.
Yeah, even after they found out even after they found out that they had to go to arbitration, these media members still, the media members was the first ones to even say something about step aside money.
They still talking about some fucking step aside money. Like, dude, ain't no, you step aside. You step the fuck aside, nigga. We trying to fight.
They was the first one pushing that agenda. They was killing me like.
Y'all gonna put y'all camera back on, or it's just gonna be me on here?
What the fuck you rolling up? All right.
Shit, I'm rolling up that Fury pack, bro.
Fury pack.
Grade A Fury. Man, I'm about to drop. Y'all seen that piece I dropped? That Back in Blood. Ooh, y'all want to know my next piece? Tell me if I'm taking it too far. I'm trying to draw that boy Fury in a coffin.
Nah, you can't put him in the coffin, bro. Next you do it like inside the ring, though. You gotta like make the ring and then put the coffin inside the ring.
No, I was thinking about drawing like a coffin and have like the tempered gloves outside the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm a crazy nigga. That's what happens when you're an artist with no limits. You can do whatever.
I'm gonna come on with y'all boys in a second. I'm getting this order. My
thing is, bro. I don't have no sympathy for Fury, bro. I don't have no sympathy for Fury, man. I really don't. And people think I'm a fucked up person, but like, I really want Fury to get hurt up in that ring.
Liars, cheaters, and manipulators. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like that shit, dude. Bro, because it's not just about that. Bro, it's bigger than Wilder, dude. My family sat there on a big screen, 70-inch screen TV. Matter of fact, it was 80-inch screen TV, and watch a grown ass European lick an African brother's blood off his fucking neck.
Right.
My family watched that shit, so I'm like, dude, that's just, it's deeper than boxing when you're doing shit. I can see if he just beat Wilder, but you ain't here licking his blood. What type of symbolic messages you sending out, my guy?
Exactly. The fact that this man said this shit. This man said, I'm gonna walk Deontay Wilder down. You never walk nobody down in your life. He said, I'm gonna lick his blood. He licked his blood. He didn't knock him out. They threw in the towel. He said, I'm gonna knock him out. He didn't knock him out though. But how the fuck was you so confident in all this shit that you never done before in your life? How was you so confident that this time you was gonna do it? You never viciously beat nobody. You never viciously beat nobody in your life. Now all of a sudden you can do it to a guy.
And you know why he's scared? Y'all want me to put you on some game? Y'all want to know why he's scared? Tay Jones told me that Wilder told him that during like the closing rounds, he said he was starting to feel himself again.
Yeah.
He was starting to basically shake off whatever they gave him. And if you look at Fury, when the ref broke him up before he stopped the fight, Fury gave Wilder a look like what the fuck? You still here? You still hanging around? You supposed to be knocked out. But hey,
this shit was starting to backfire.
Because look, and Tay Jones pointed this out too. He said right before they stopped it, Wilder hit Fury with a left hook, and then they jumped in. But hey, it is what it is, man. All I'm saying is, if Fury can tell the public that Wilder's a dangerous man after we know he cheated, it should let you know that he really is afraid of this guy Wilder.
Which you already knew because you let that man take you to court. First of all, I'm for this is just between. It's all men here. We all grown ass men. Everybody here. Isaiah, Felix, me, Art, TV. We all grown as hell, right? First of all, is y'all letting the grown ass man take y'all to court for a fight for one? We ain't even gotta be boxing. Let's just take the boxing out of it. Is you letting the man, first of all, take you to court because he want to fight you? Fuck no, you're not. So what makes you think a boxer who fight for a living will let take him to court? You know what I'm saying? He fight for a living now, and he can let this man take him to court, and you just beat him fairly. Nah, you just said, "Ho ass nigga, I will your ass again." Fuck, we going to court for? You know what I'm saying? Why we gotta go to court when I can just beat your ass again outside of court?
Why you over here talking? This motherfucker over here talking about he gonna fight AJ for $20 million bare knuckles. Bitch ass nigga, shut up.
Hey, I seen somebody meme you too, fool. I seen somebody meme you on that jump, bro. That shit was so fucking funny.
What? Oh, when it was like, when I made that face, like, nigga, you gonna fight bare knuckles.
Boy, them Artmans be funny as hell.
Hey, you know what had me rolling? That video they made and they said when Hitler found out Artman was right. Hey, that shit funny as fuck.
On some real shit, all right, man. D-them on some real shit, bro. D-them, next time D-them need to invite you to a training camp, bro, for about 3 days, bro. Let you just do whatever the fuck you want, whatever you want to do. He just need to invite you to a camp, bro, because you took a lot of that shit on Twitter that was meant for Deontay Wilder for me. Folks not even understanding that part. Like when folks see you, fool, they just that's wild. That's wild. They tell you.
That's true. There's media members right now saying, "Oh, you're the one talking about bias." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So you know me, huh?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers know me.
I already know it. But see, nigga, they be coming at me. They be coming at me because I know you.
And that's why I posted that picture of Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. So that's us pulling up at that Wilder versus Fury 3. Because they gonna know us up in that motherfucker. It's gonna be fight fans. They know us.
I'm slapping the shit out of somebody. I gotta slap one just so motherfucker know that don't play with fucking SouthernTea. Somebody getting slapped. Like I got to just so nigga know. I gotta slap.
You know, and that's what I'm like, man. We don't encourage violence, but let's just say all the LDBC and the people associated with them, we gonna be in that motherfucker thick. Most definitely.
I slick want all this, just to be real. I slick want a group of us just to, buy tickets at the same time, bro. Like just so we could be in the same little area. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But we all got different work lives and schedules and shit like that. It's hard to like really group that together if we don't all sit down and really
Really, it's really on some shit like food. When you planning to buy your ticket, when I'm planning to buy my ticket. Okay, I'm gonna wait till you buy yours. I'm wait till you buy yours. We go buy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple because them hoes gonna be right after each other. You know what I'm saying?
When the month, bro, I'm about to put some shit up. When the fight gets officially announced and the tickets go on sale, man, I'm not gonna buy no. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I ain't gonna buy no damn $1,200 ticket.
Yeah, like
hell no.
I'm thinking the nosebleed might be like $400, $500, $600 are in this motherfucker. Just me, just thinking.
I'm thinking that, but then again, I'm not because they talking about this place holds 100,000 people.
For real?
They fighting at the Raiders Stadium, bro.
I ain't never been, fool. That's new.
It's new and it's big.
It ain't open yet.
I ain't know they had 100. I ain't know they hold 100K though. I thought Dallas only did that shit.
Yep, they said.
Well, I mean, them the biggest NFL stadiums, but shoot, University of Alabama Stadium hold 100,000 people.
Yeah, it do. Haney.
Wilder can fight there one day.
in
Hey,
Alabama.
y'all
Yeah.
keep rolling. I'm finna be in the chat. I'm finna be gone 5 minutes. I'm finna be gone 5 minutes.
Okay,
Hey Art.
I'm gonna just cook it up.
I'm in the chat, though.
Hey Art.
What's going on?
What's crazy is it's a dude. He worked for I think I don't do he work for DAZN or ESPN? It's a Mexican dude or a Spanish dude. He called the fights and he was the one on the internet talking about, well, Fury should just go ahead and fight Joshua and fight Wilder and then say he had an injury from the Joshua fight. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, so y'all just gonna continue to say fucking the integrity of the sport? Like that shit crazy, bro.
That's why
Like
I called them out. I
that's
said,
that,
bro,
bro.
y'all gonna sit here and be upset that justice was served?
Right. And my thing is, bro, it's like, bro, how bad has boxing got that y'all just say fuck the integrity of the sport and doing what's supposed to be done? Like, how y'all expect people to love this shit or fans to really get into this shit? Y'all do shit like that, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
They do shit like that because they do stuff like that is reason why people like me exist. Me and you exist. And the reason why people like me, you, and all the LDBC and all that getting a lot of traction and views from fans because motherfuckers is tired of that shit. We tired of you telling us that Billy Joe is the slickest fighter in the world. What? Shut up, dude.
Right.
The fuck out my face with that shit. And I love it. I fucking love it because now it's like at a point where it's like basically we can tell them niggas to shut up. We ain't listening to y'all. We go listen to my brothers over here. They talking that real shit. And ain't nothing they can do about it. I don't gotta subscribe to Athletic to know about boxing news. I can go
Right.
listen to 78 Sports. Right? I go listen to
Fact.
Boxing Ego. I
And
don't
that
gotta
and
listen
that's
to Dan Raphael.
that's kind of how I got on. Like when I first started listening to YouTube boxing, just this is probably about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. The first people I started listening to was Ego and Blue Blood.
Yep.
Then so many people, you get on Twitter, so many people talking about the LDBC, and that's when I caught on the 7-8 and Black Fight Fan, Trill Boxing Talk. That's why I caught on to them. So that's what I found. I did. The thing about it is, I listen to
When
other
did you
people.
first see me on Twitter?
Man, I can't remember what it was, but all I know it happened around the time that
Was it the Ring IQ
Fury,
shit?
it was when it was right when Fury first decided he said oh fuck Wilder, I ain't finna fight him no more. When all that shit started, that's when I started catching wind because I'm like, nigga finna take you to court then, because I'm from Alabama, so I'm clearly kind of understanding what's going on. I follow Wilder's career. I met the man in Tuscaloosa one time. You feel me? This was before he was a champion. I literally met that man probably. I think he became a champion in like February. I think I met that man like the fall before that year. You know what I'm saying? The fall of the previous year. Cause I was down there, you know what I'm saying? I had a girlfriend at the time. I was down there for an Alabama game, and you know what I'm saying, he came to a party, was in there tall as fuck. I thought he hooped at first, you feel me?
He looked
That's
like a
how
hooper.
exactly that's how I caught wind of him. I seen him at a party, you know what I'm saying? I thought he hooped, you know what I'm saying? He was standing right next to me. So, I said something to him. I was like, you hoop, brother? He was like, nah, he a boxer. So shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's when I first got his name, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So I've been following them since. But I mean, there's been other YouTube channels that I've been listening to that say stuff the exact opposite of what you know the guys in the LBDC say and stuff like that. But when people really listen and really look at everything that like people like Eddie Hearn and Fury and all types of people, when you really look and break things down, bro, like the LBDC ain't lying to you. And if don't nothing else prove it to you, this arbitration should have proved it to y'all.
And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it. Cause I'm like, bro, it's at a point where it's like I laugh at I don't know if you've seen that clip, but I was in one of their spaces, right? On Twitter, right? and it was the Artman was right space with a whole bunch of UK dudes. I went on there, right? And they start asking me questions, and I'm like, dude, y'all want to know how I knew about the whole situation? It's because ESPN told me. They told me why the fight couldn't happen. So that's how I knew they couldn't skate out on it, because that company already let it be known that they had an obligation to fulfill.
Right.
And they're the reason why I pushed back.
And then my thing is, I was telling people when the shit first went down. When the shit first went down, it was like they going to arbitration. People talking about, well, the contract expired. The contract expired. I'm sitting here telling people like, oh, Wilder waited too long to and then they didn't get a date in the venue and stuff like that. So Fury moved on. So I'm telling people like, bruh, how does a contract expire? How does a contract expire and stuff like that when Fury won the second fight? Even though it's controversial, he won the second fight. So that means ESPN and Top Rank, they become the A side. So guess what? They set the date. They set the venue. If anybody was kept on pushing the fight back, even though it was during the pandemic, if anybody kept on pushing the fight back, it was Bob Arum, because Bob's the one that said he wanted to fight with fans. Bob was the one that said he wanted to fight with fans. Wilder said he didn't need fans. Wilder go fight in backcountry in Tuscaloosa. You feel me? So my thing is how y'all gonna sit up here and talk about a contract expired and he didn't want to fight until, you know what I'm saying, he tried to do an arbitration and all this type of stuff. And it's like, bro, Bob could have set a date and a venue last year for them to fight, and he did not. So if anything, it's on Bob.
But you gotta think about it. Why do you think he has this July 24th at Raider Stadium? Bob knew what was going to happen, and I honestly believe, since it was coming out of Fury's pocket, Fury was having that arbitration pushed back that long. But Bob knew the outcome. That's why he already. I don't think you can just say you have that Raider Stadium when it just opened.
No, what it is Bob. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Bob losing money. You know what I'm saying? He in the red with Fury. He in the red with Bud. Like, Bob don't give a fuck about Fury. He knew Fury didn't want to fight Wilder again, and he knew it wasn't really too much he could tell Fury to get him to understand, like, bro, you gonna have to fight this man regardless. So you know what Bob did? You know what Bob did? Bob started playing along with Fury. Bob, knowing damn well, like, bro, you gonna go to court and you gonna lose, and it's gonna be on you, because I'm not paying for none of this. You feel me? But I'm a support you or whatever. And Bob know he was supporting some bullshit, but the reason why he was supporting it is because he knew Fury wasn't gonna let up off it. Fury does not want to fight Wilder again. He does not, or whatever. So Bob, like I said, Bob knew from the beginning that they was gonna have to fight, but Bob was pushing the fight back because Bob wanted fans. Bob want to make the most money he can make, so that's why he kept on pushing the fight back. That shit was never on Wilder. You feel me?
That's why I used to laugh at dudes. I'm like, so you saying Wilder's the reason the pandemic happened? I know the motherfucker hit hard, but I didn't know he hit that hard.
Right. Everything. Wilder to blame for everything. Wilder the blame for hunger. Wilder to blame for not being world peace.
Wilder to blame for world hunger.
Wilder the reason why I'm fighting court cases. Wilder just to blame for everything. We gonna blame Wilder for everything.
Bro,
it was so
many ways the media can sway or just report this story. They could really make Fury look like a low-life piece of shit if they wanted to. They have the power to do so, the media. But they choose not to. They choose to try to put diamonds on shit. And at the end of the day, when you take off the diamonds, it's still shit. And Tyson Fury is a shitty person.
And Stephen A be on that bullshit too. That shit
Stephen A's employee with a fucking script.
Yeah, he definitely read from a script when he did that shit. All that fucking begging and shit. Hold on. Look, cause I ain't even, I ain't on Twitter right now, so I'm chilling. But this is what I wanted to say. It's crazy that everybody always used to get on boxers, and I use Floyd for example, because Floyd the biggest example you can use. People used to hate that Floyd was, oh, you a businessman. You not a boxer. You a businessman. You a businessman. You cherry picking this. Everybody used to, bro, we want to see boxers. We don't want to see businessmen, right? Now these niggas asking Wilder to be a businessman instead of a boxer, bro.
Bullshit.
That's crazy. Look how the narrative
Hey,
changed, bro. Look
Jonathan
how the
Banks,
hold on. Look how the
Hey,
narrative changed, bro. Look how the narrative changed.
change.
These niggas for years stop being businessmen, be boxers, just get in the ring, fight, fight this person. Now it's Wilder. Just take the step aside money. Please, please. It's the right thing to do. Y'all want this nigga to be a businessman when this man trying to be out there and be a Wilder, man. That's some bullshit, man. Fuck
Man,
Steve.
and that's why sometimes I always have like disputes with pro boxer Herring. And I respect the brother, but I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
the
too,
stuff
but I
that
be
you
getting into it with
saying,
him too.
it's the stuff that you say make us believe that you're on the wrong side of history.
Right.
That's all I can say is because it's like, dude, what do you mean Wilder should just take the money and just wait? You black
Yeah.
like I'm black. You know damn well if something
And
happens
then
to you,
and
you
then
would come back and try to fight the dude. You would
why ain't nobody
get your revenge.
why everybody talking about, oh, you can get two bags, you can get a step aside bag and you can get the winner after. And my thing is bruh, if he believe in himself and he bet on himself, he gonna get two bags anyway, because he can go in there and beat Fury, and then after he beat Fury, he can line up a fight with Joshua. You feel me? Which I think
That fight is gonna be so undeniable because there's gonna be so much pressure
if
on
why
Eddie Hearn. He
if and
can't
when
pull that slick shit no more.
if and when Wilder beats Fury, there's nowhere Eddie can go. If he don't make the fight with Wilder, we gonna know he ducking. It's
Facts.
almost like, bro, you gotta make the fight, because after all the shit that then went down and all these people calling for undisputed and all this type of shit, if this shit don't get made, we don't know it's on you.
But it's like this though. AJ's last fight with Matchroom is his next fight. Boom, boom, boom. But
And AJ, I don't think AJ daddy really fuck with Eddie like that.
hell no, he don't. So I don't think he re-signed it with him.
He might sign with
Especially
Frank.
not after this.
You think he signed with Frank Warren?
See, Bud, and AJ in the same position. If y'all re-signed with the same White Devils, y'all niggas is definitely tripping. Big time. Because y'all both at the last year of y'all contract. If y'all both sign with these guys after all this, we ain't supporting y'all no more. Not like how we was. Yeah, we'll watch your fight, but we're not gonna go that hard for you because it's like, dude, you letting us down. We all can see that these people are holding up y'all, even though they're putting some money in your pockets, they're holding up y'all careers by not giving y'all legacy defining fights.
Then you get on there and you hear these YouTubers talk about how Wilder ducked Joshua. He didn't take the $100 million contract and stuff like that. But then they never acknowledge how John Skipper came out and said, "Oh, we failed Wilder in negotiations."
Yep, or they never
The
talk about
thing
the video of
is,
AJ saying, yeah.
AJ name was never on that $100 million contract. Eddie Hearn name was on that contract, basically saying like, it was basically Eddie Hearn name on there to say, "Oh, Eddie Hearn gonna pick your opponent," and he was basically promise you Anthony Joshua without putting it down on paper.
Yeah, like you've been
Come
getting
on, man, that
billion
shit.
and you was gonna get tied into a contract so thick that you're gonna be fighting on the zone for the rest of your career.
All
Right.
the people that challenge AJ. Y'all
And
know
then at the time, the zone wasn't shit at the time. The zone was failing at the time. So the zone didn't take off until this past recent like
Couple months.
Canelo. I think it was really Canelo fighting. It kind of started when Canelo fighted Smith, but it really skyrocketed this past fight when Canelo fought. He just beat Billy Joe.
But you gotta think about it in that timeline. What if Wilder would accept that contract and then AJ loses? Then what? Now you just stuck on the zone.
Didn't nobody want Andy Ruiz to lead AJ second fight and go fight Wilder instead. Nah, Eddie Hearn was gonna take Ruiz to court for that shit. But now they
I couldn't
want
even imagine seeing Wilder promoted on the zone. That shit looks so weird.
they'll just hate probably.
Yeah, like how do you go from hating on him to talking good about him? And that's gonna be the funny part because y'all talking so much crazy shit. Now, what if you go in there and body Fury in like the first 3 rounds? Then what? What do y'all say next? Then y'all got to be his friend.
My thing, man. If Wilder did before that second Fury fight, I feel like if Wilder did anything wrong, you know what I'm saying. If anything, his fault on his behalf, it's the fact that he had such a short a short time period in between fights with Fury. You feel me? Because before the glove gate shit went down and before the Mark Breland shit went down, in my mind, when he lost, in my mind, I was thinking like, damn, he ain't had no legs, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a quick turnaround after the Luis Ortiz fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just wasn't fresh enough to go in there, you know what I'm saying, and handle somebody leaning on him and fighting dirty.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because
I
what
was
Fury
thinking
did,
like,
Fury fought dirty, but at the same time, fighting dirty. When I was looking at the fight, I was like, damn, this nigga fighting dirty as fuck. But at the same time, I don't look at fighting dirty necessarily as just all the way cheating. Now, if you just blatantly hitting somebody in the back of the head and you doing illegal elbows and type of that shit, that's different. But Fury was just leaning on him and bullying him around. I was like, bro, this
and
nigga
it
ain't
just
got no
looked to him
legs,
like,
bro.
dude, why you can't recoup? What is wrong with you? Why you can't recoup and get
Yeah,
him off of you?
That's what I was saying. Art, like what? Like why you normally why they got good regeneration skills? Like why I take a punch, he might be off for like 2 or 3 seconds. You know, then he
Right.
get his
Like
brains
that
back.
time, who was that was rocking him at the end of a round, and he came out of it, and then he came back
Brazil.
and no, it wasn't Brazil. It was I think it was Ortiz the first fight. Remember, the
Oh,
bell,
okay.
he
No,
was getting rocked, and then the bell came or whatever, and
right.
then
That was the
that was the
Ortiz
Ortiz.
fight. But I was saying
Yeah,
in the Brazil fight in that first round, he hit Brazil, put him in the corner, and then Brazil threw like some wild punches, and both of
yeah,
them
he
hoes
did.
landed, and they made
Uh-huh.
Wilder back up. And then he backed up into the corner
Yeah, it just dazed him a little bit.
and dazed him a little bit, and then they got in the clutch mode or whatever. They took him out. And then Wilder just came and just slept him. That shit was like a movie, bro. Like
Oh
he
man,
literally like
that was probably one of the greatest knockouts I ever seen
see my
live.
life. Like better than some Mike Tyson shit, bro. I'm serious. Cause I was trying to explain this to my pops. I was like, man, with Mike Tyson and all those greats, they had when they was knocking dudes out, they had to set them up with like combinations and shit.
Mhm.
Wilder is literally just like blessing dudes with one punch.
He's
And
sparking
they
their ass.
and they laying out like and they getting up like what happened to me?
Exactly. He putting these folks out their misery.
Like you ever
Wilder,
watch a have y'all ever
his
had this
punch.
feeling? Have you ever had this feeling when y'all watching a non-Wilder fight, right? And you seeing like these dudes go to war and they go on 12, and you think to yourself, like, damn, if Wilder's in that predicament, he probably would have came back and just slapped him for one punch in that. You ever thought about that before?
Say it again, Art.
I said, y'all ever watched a non-Wilder fight, right? And the fight is just going all 12. And you like, damn, like, man, if
Yeah,
Wilder
because
was in there, he would have put
it's like
dude out.
like for instance, like AJ. Like I like AJ. I think AJ a pretty good boxer, but AJ be getting caught with right hands, and it's like nigga, if you get caught with that shit against Wilder, your ass is gonna
You
go to
out
sleep.
of there.
Like you
You
got caught, and then my thing is like people don't understand like styles make fights, and when I'm talking about like styles. People be like, well, Wilder can't box, da da da. It's not simply just that. Wilder is 6'7". How many people is Wilder height, you know what I'm saying, that he's fighting? I was like, nobody really shorter than Wilder is really gonna get to him like that. You feel me? That's why everybody talking about
they
Dillian
make it
White. I
seem
was like,
like
bro, he'll
Wilder's
knock Dillian White out. I was like, the first person who gave Wilder trouble was a nigga who was taller than him and longer than him.
Fact. You only my saying is you only stand a chance if you 6'9", 300 pounds. You
look.
gotta be taller
Y'all gotta
and
put
you
this.
gotta be bigger than Wilder. Like you can't
Y'all,
be one or the other. You gotta be
y'all
both.
put this in perspective. Put this in perspective. Wilder, right? He only comes into a fight like what, 220, 230?
On a good day, 220, bro.
Yeah, on a
225.
good day, right? He went
225.
all 12 with Tyson Fury and knocked him down in the 12th round. You know, when you fight like that, you're actually losing weight. That's a workout itself.
He was
So he's
217.
burning weight during that fight. So by the 12th round, he's probably at like 205, 210.
Yeah.
You
He
know,
fought Fury
I
at
would I
217.
wouldn't say all
you
that
get what I'm
because
saying?
I,
You get
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I think at first he was probably fighting with some waterweight like that, but I think that last fight when he was fighting with Fury, I think he was real deal. He came in at 228. I think he was a real deal muscular 228. But at the same time, like I said, like I was telling you, before the glove gate shit came out and the Mark Brilliant shit came out, I was thinking like, damn, he had a short turnaround. He don't have no legs. He don't have no stamina. You feel me? He been training hard and all this type of shit. Then I was like, damn, he 228 also. So he done picked up some extra muscle. And you know how they say about AJ. AJ, picking up muscle. Like,
So,
bro, I got a degree in kinesiology. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I seen that. I'm
Physical,
like, damn, wow,
physical
that is kind
education.
of big in this fight.
Exactly. So I got a degree in kinesiology and physical training. So the thing is like boxers is like when you put on muscle and your muscles get big, like that shit take more. It take more water and take more air for you to throw a punch and stuff like that. That's like why. Okay, and when you do plyometrics and you don't lift weights and you just do straight um regular body weight training, so you doing bear crawls and push-ups and stuff like that, that's when you lengthen the muscle. When you lengthen the muscle and it instead of it getting bulky, it get long. That's how you get air to your muscles. That's how you stay that's how you don't get fatigued. Think about Tom Brady. Tom Brady don't lift no fucking weight. Tom Brady ain't got hurt in a long time
But
because Tom Brady
some
because
people
Tom
got that
Brady because
genetics
Tom
in
Brady
them.
don't
I
say
didn't
that
lift no.
exactly.
There's some dudes that can be bulky like that and still
Increase your chances of
work
getting injured.
hard.
It help you. It help you take damage, but it increase your chances of getting hurt. Like
Yeah,
increase
okay.
your
Like
pulling.
AJ, I noticed the difference between when he was like when he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he was big as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was like his career highest.
But they say he get a medical exemption to take some shit.
I hope y'all ready for that Vegas shit.
Testosterone or some shit.
Ooh, that's pretty tough, man. I don't know, man. I heard some, bro. Like, man, like this shit with boxing, bro. This is like the wild, wild west, bro. People act like it's just so impossible to do some foul shit in this sport, bro. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars being made. Think about it.
That's why boxing's so corrupt, and that's why they also don't want necessarily like ain't nobody necessarily trying to make it like a league. That's why that's why they've been trying to keep Dana White out of boxing basically because niggas don't want to go to a UFC where it's like what I'm saying, shit, one person promoting everybody, and then these fighters, what I'm saying, they're not making what a boxer can make. So they don't want to go to no league. Everybody want to be independent. And then when you more independent, it's easier for shit to be corrupt. It's easier for you to get some judges that's gonna go your way. It's easier for you to pay off the commission and all this type of shit. Like you don't see that shit go on in like no other type of sports, like football, for instance. Like you got each team and each franchise which work independently, but they all under the NFL banner. So shit, when Tom Brady got down was deflating balls and shit, and they caught that shit, it's like, yeah,
A lot of people
but we
benefit
we
from
we, we
boxing
gotta
being
if
unregulated.
whether you feel like it was cheating or not, nigga, we gotta punish you because nigga, it's 31 other teams under our banner, and we let your shit slide. What we gonna be telling them? You feel me? So
That shit is cheating, bro. Because the soft ball easier to catch. It's cheating. That's for sure cheating.
it's easy. It's easier to grip and throw too.
It's easier to catch. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. A soft ball, bro. You go.
Yeah.
I be with that.
Man, it's crazy though. Like, what y'all think about Chance the Rapper showing 8 million people that Tyson Fury is a cheater?
I fuck with it.
I fuck with it too, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm not the biggest Chance the Rapper fan, but I show him now.
Any superstar that step up like that, I fuck with it.
Real shit. If you got the balls to stick up and talk about direct, not sugarcoat it. If you talk directly about what the problem is, then I fuck with you.
Right.
Cause he had to do that.
Oh my, and he took some backlash for it. I'm sure he don't give a fuck because
He don't give a fuck about these
the
UK British
the
teams.
nigga take backlash the nigga take backlash for his music. So I know he don't give a fuck about some backlash about boxing.
And you see Mike Coppinger talking about casual. And bro,
Mhm.
it's so funny because everybody in Mike Coppinger tweet in his comment section was like, nah, nigga, you just sleep. You just sleep. He cheated for real. Everybody know he cheated. And that's
Right.
that's what I love about what's going on now. It's because Omida thought he could just be like, yeah, he's a casual, and everybody could be like, agree with me. Nope. Everybody like, nah, nigga, you the casual.
Niggas don't know you like they know Chance the Rapper, so they gonna agree with Chance the Rapper regardless.
Yeah.
If anything, bro, this wilder shit showed us that these boxing writers, media don't know shit.
Box. Bro, right now I'm debating. I'm
already
going back and forth with a writer right now.
About what they're supposed to know about. But they making up their own news.
Dude named the article. He said Wilder won the arbitration, but he won't win the war.
And you supposed to be boxing media.
That's what I told him. I said, bro, shit like this is the reason why niggas like me, we winning, and y'all niggas is over here writing bullshit ass articles that nobody give a fuck about.
Now everybody know that they bullshit ass articles because we've been telling them what y'all been telling them for 9 months, and we right.
Bro, how y'all let a computer illustrator, how y'all let a guy like me prove the whole boxing industry wrong?
But that was on your head for months and months.
For months.
And you ain't getting no fuck, bro. You just kept coming with the shit, bro. That's why, bro. At the end of the day, bro. Cause everybody be getting annoyed. They be talking about how they annoyed by it. I was like, bro, y'all don't have to follow that man or even look at that shit.
You know why they hated it?
So
they hated it because I was dropping
the shit was true.
I was dropping facts and I had receipts. Like the tweet.
Shout out my Uncle Blue coming through this joint. Shout out my Uncle Blue coming through this joint. Y'all know who Blue is. Y'all, I don't got to tell y'all subscribe to Blue Blood. Y'all know who
we know Blue Blood. Shout out to that brother, man. Hey, I want to get on your show, Blue man.
Hey, Blue Blood got the greatest show on YouTube.
The greatest show on YouTube, dog.
I know. I watch your shit all the time. Blue, man, fuck with me, man. I want to get on your show, bro.
Blue was the first person I started watching like religiously. Him and Ego.
Him and Ego?
Too, no cap. Me too. I fucked around, stumbled on Blue. I found out about Fanon because of Blue. I must have been asleep one day. I had Blue on, and Fanon fucked around and rolled on there one day. I was like, oh, this dude can't know what the fuck he talking about too.
Blue shout out all the other channels, so so that's how I get put on all the other
I'm trying to get on Blue channel because I got to talk about that Artman was right shit, bro. Twitter, bro. Because I got Mike Coppinger, all them dudes mad at me. Dude was just arguing with me today. A boxing journalist, the same one who wrote that bullshit ass article. Because I was like, dude, you're supposed to be neutral in this situation. Why are you writing articles saying that Wilder won't win the trilogy, but he won the arbitration? How do you know that? You're the same person that said that the arbitration was going, that it's over. Oh, let me open my iPad. Shit's just crazy, man. What do y'all think about media right now, though?
Media,
moving forward. What's next?
The people, the LDBC is the media, especially as far as like black boxing go. Like these black fighters, the media don't know shit about them folks. This Wilder shit showed you the media don't know shit about what's going on with boxing for real.
That just show you in boxing. It just show you the small picture, bro. Because them niggas will tell you what to believe. Them niggas trying to tell you what to believe. So if they do that shit in boxing, what you think they do in life? Like this shit so much. It's crazy, bro.
If if you're a man, if your integrity can be bought, I can't trust you.
But that's what I said. That's what I was saying about like the media person. I guess the guy. I think he worked for either ESPN or the Zone, talking about Fury should just fake it. Go ahead and fight Joshua and then fake an injury and they had to push the Wilder fight out. And I'm like, bro, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, bro, so y'all just gonna continue to say basically fuck the integrity of the sport just so y'all can make this fight happen. When if the man, like y'all say, if the man Fury beat him twice, he beat him in the first fight too. That's what everybody want to say. If he did it so easily, why not? Why they didn't go ahead and get the trilogy out the way months ago?
We
My
could have
thing
been.
is, it's what's crazy is after all this time, he could have went ahead. He could
For
have.
being
He could be working. He could be working on his second fight with Joshua already.
facts.
Right now. Right now, he could be working on his second fight with Joshua already. Because even if they fought in the pandemic, or they waited till shit November, December to fight, we'll be we'll be waiting on either the first fight of the Joshua fight will be over by now. So these man really wasted basically about how many months he waited
Everybody's time.
since
He wasted
February last year.
everybody's time.
So he done wasted about a year and 5 months
Easy.
and count. One more week, mate.
Hey, I love doing that shit. That shit was so funny. And then they hate it when I start dropping that British teeth emoji. Boy, I took that internet
Where
for
did that British
storm right
teeth
there.
come from, fool?
The British teeth. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. I heard Ego say it, British teeth. But
Yeah.
I'm the first one to start dropping the emojis next to each other, the flag and the teeth. And they was just mad as fuck on Twitter, dude. Hey, but it is what it is because at the end of the day, look at y'all. We call y'all British teeth because y'all following them British Jesus, Eddie Hearn. He'll lead y'all to a lake, man, and tell y'all to jump in it and tell you it's gold at the bottom. And y'all do that shit. Like,
Right.
what type of... Bro, I'm like, man, if that fight wasn't made 2 weeks after that pulling fight, then that fight was never going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. I knew,
Seriously.
I knew it was, I knew it was bullshit from the jump, but I was mad at the people for not picking up on the bullshit. Like, bro, if they telling y'all this is the biggest fight, why the fuck is this fight not happening? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't a Spence Bud situation where they can't agree. Y'all said they agree. So why the fuck that fight ain't happening yet? If y'all say they agree,
All right.
Fury can't afford.
And
Fury
then
can't afford to hold a boxing. He isn't youngest of all. Fury can afford to hold up boxing. Isn't he the youngest of all? He 30. He's not young at
Yep.
all. He got 4 years left. That's what? 6 fights. He got 6 fights left. 8
Bro,
fights left.
you don't know how many years drugs took off his career.
exactly. You think he became bald
He
because
got
he just
3 good
wanted
years
to?
left.
Right.
Y'all
3
think he
good
was
years
bald
left.
because he
And
wanted
maybe
to
2
be
years
bald?
after that.
Hmm. Said one more week, mate. Hey, I posted
He got
that
a good
meme. I
baby
said
on
no
his
more
ass. He
weeks,
got
mate.
Jabba on his ass. He got Frank Sanchez on his ass. He got heavyweights on his ass. He can't
What's gonna
hold up.
happen? What I think is gonna happen is Fury gonna get knocked out by Wilder, and they're gonna feed him to either F.A. Jabba or what's that guy name? The brother, Black
Big
America,
baby.
Big
You know,
Baby.
you know what I think gonna happen? When Wilder knock his ass out, he gonna retire. You know why? Because that's what everybody kept on saying Wilder need to do. So shit, all this karma gonna keep coming. It's just gonna keep slapping their ass in the face.
Bro,
Gonna happen.
sometimes I be really thinking to myself, like, is this brother Wilder really anointed? Because this type of shit that's going on with his life is destined to put him in the books as one of the greats. Literally. For him to
If he
for him to
win this
beat this
next fight,
arbitration,
he a legend forever. If you win this next fight, he a legend forever.
ever for he's up
He a
there with
legend.
the all-time greats. Ali,
Right.
Jack Johnson, all them.
Undeniable. If you win this fight, he an all-time great, bro. And I ain't hearing shit. Like
And
it
to
ain't
be
nothing you can tell
honest,
me.
I still look at Wilder like he got an O.
Me too, honestly.
Seriously.
Real shit. Me too.
You do.
I really look at him like he got an O because that shit with Fury, I'm not gonna hold that against him. All I can say is get your shit back in blood, my brother.
This third fight gonna answer all the questions. The third fight was good, Trap. I mean, what's good, Left? You trying to come in this
Bro,
motherfucker? Shout out for being media.
you know what's so funny, man? They
Another
thought that
Twitter legend.
they thought this Glovegate story was gonna disappear.
They wanted it to. They didn't account
That
for
shit
why
ain't never disappear, bro. That shit ain't never leaving. That's gonna be on that man's career for the rest of his life.
Imagine
Because
if we
now-
didn't have like YouTube and all this shit to actually get the real info. We would have been believing ESPN and all and Cop and Michael Benson and all
Bro,
these niggas. We would have been
ESPN
believing it.
on TV, as far as on TV, like them niggas might have said something on like social media or something, but on TV, they never even mentioned like Glovegate or the arbitration for that matter. And if they did, bro, it wasn't. They ain't really touch on it like that.
They started mentioning this shit, bro, like 3 weeks ago, man. They just started mentioning this shit when they had to because they knew it was going to be over.
All right.
Back in blood.
Go ahead.
Back in blood.
Then people talking about, oh, he's just.
I heard
People talking about he's on arbitration to look for compensation. He just wants some money and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, I don't think he would be going through all this just to you know what I'm saying, get some money. Like that man really want his fight. Like,
bro, Wilder about to kill this dude. Like, I try to use better words, but I can't. He gonna kill this man, bro. He gonna catch that body, man.
and then my thing is everybody telling Wilder to wait and then you'll get the winner. And it's like, bruh, this man Fury done dodged this man 2 times already because he dodged him after the first fight. After the first fight, they were supposed to have an immediate rematch. This man went and signed. That's when he went and signed with ESPN in Top Rank, and then had them 2 fights in between. Like, how are we even supposed to trust any of that? Eddie Hearn already be lying. You feel me? Eddie Hearn been lying ever since he caught women to Wilder. You feel me? So y'all two, Eddie Hearn and Fury and Aram and all them supposed to come together and promise me the winner, and I'm just supposed to believe that. Come on, man. That man wouldn't get another shot until he was 40 years old.
They weren't gonna let that man get an opportunity at all. He was gonna retire.
They tried to
He'd have said, I got too much sunburn in Saudi Arabia after fighting AJ. I'm gonna retire.
You know what they want him to do? Y'all know Tevin Farmer and JoJo had a similar situation. Actually, they had the same situation.
They did.
Clause and everything, but ain't pushed. Tevin was like a regular, like a normal black guy would do. Like, man, fuck that, I'm not finna go to court for he shake his head. He don't want to fight. I ain't gonna make him fight. You know what I'm saying?
He don't want to. But see, that's different though. That's different though, cause he don't want to spend that money to go to court and actually get the fight. And then when you actually get the fight, nigga, you still only making $1 million, cause that's what Tevin Farmer. That's what he been making on his fights, like $1 million, right?
That shit probably would have went to purse bid.
Exactly. So my thing is, he would have spent all that money in court just to get a fight that he really wasn't going. It wasn't like he was gonna double or recoup back what he spent for real. So there's no point in that. Wilder, on the other hand, nigga, I can go spend the money to go to court and get some lawyers because the next time I fight you, or if they give me the fight, or you gotta pay damages because you bullshitting, nigga, I'm getting 20+ million. You feel me?
Okay.
So,
but they
it's not within the right financial interest for Tevin Farmer to try to take some of the court and force the fight, and then you force the fight, and nigga, you still getting this little ass. Well, I ain't gonna say $1 million ain't little, cause nigga, I don't got $1 million right now. But my thing is, it's like, nigga, it's not worth spending that money to go to court and do all this and go through all this, and then Eddie Hearn still only gonna pay you $1 million. Wilder finna make bread, you feel me? Wilder for the rest of his fights, Wilder probably not gonna make nothing less than $15-20 million anymore.
$20 million. He up. They say Wilder's the richest American active boxer.
For real. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
He is.
Remember Errol Spence? Errol Spence, he said, if your name not Deontay Wilder, you're not making more money
You're
than
not
me.
making more than me. Yo, that is what he said. You
It's
absolutely
true.
right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hey, 4 Big Media said, Artman, did you check your DM? I dropped it. He said he dropped a video for you. This Lefty.
DM on what?
Then Stephen A talking about it's not worth it. And they talking about other people out there talking about, oh, the fight not gonna be big. My thing is, how are they gonna sit here and talk about it's not gonna be a big fight and it's not gonna be worth it when the second fight broke the gate revenue for a heavyweight fight ever? So
Bro,
you telling
it's
me
like,
a third fight not gonna be big? You telling me a third fight not gonna be big? Like, oh, everybody tired of seeing it. That's not the truth. That's not the truth, because people gonna pay to see the third fight, especially after all the controversy that's been going on. And you know what Wilder is. It ain't like Wilder just somebody who gonna pity pat and try to beat you 12 rounds. He trying to put on a highlight performance. He trying to knock somebody's head off. So who not gonna tune into that? That's the only reason why y'all been watching Wilder from the beginning. You feel me? Because he out there decapitating folks.
bro, who can be
That
mad at a
that
heavyweight?
man brought back the heavyweight division.
Facts.
Who can be mad at a heavyweight that got a 98% chance of knocking someone out?
Right. I don't care who he was fighting. It don't matter who he was. Everybody talking about, oh, Wilder was fighting bums. Wilder was fighting bums. Okay, show me another fighter out there who can box better than Wilder that got 40 something straight KOs.
Let's just be real. Let's just be real, man. In heavyweight,
Because people talking about. It's like, okay, my bad, but it's like people talking about, like, for instance, like Dillian White. I hate Dillian. Well, I ain't gonna say I hate, because I don't hate nobody, but Dillian White, that nigga is pie. But he talking about if he had Wilder resume, he would have all knockouts too. And there's people on Dillian White resume that they both fought, that Wilder fought, that he did not knock out. And I'm like, bro, I want him to fight Dillian White too.
They want you. They want us.
Yeah, he got to knock out Tyson Fury. And if AJ be on some fuck shit, just go ahead and knock out Dillian White for the one time.
Right.
Bro, that shit gonna be, that's gonna be a lit knockout. It's unnecessary, but people just gonna be like, so what?
Quote unquote good heavyweights. Man, them folks trash as fuck. They want us to discredit all the people, all the heavyweights that fight in America, and give all the credit to the UK heavyweights. Wilder spark all them UK heavyweights. Them American heavyweights that Wilder beat, Ortiz and motherfucking Stavern. Man, Stavern beat the first Stavern that Wilder beat. Beat the shit out of Dillian White. Ortiz most today, right now, beat the shit out of Dillian White. Beat the shit out of Povetkin.
And we know this. Even the UK would say, oh, Dillian White would lose to Ortiz, because they know in their heart.
Oh,
when they put their British teeth aside, they know in their heart, like that Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo, they knew they boy Billy Joe was not gonna leave that stadium a winner.
Okay. And I put it like this, Skinny. Like you said, he'll knock all them guys out. Like Povetkin, for instance. Everybody talking about who has Wilder fought in the top 10 and all this type of stuff. I was like, bro, he tried to fight Povetkin and Povetkin failed a drug test or whatever. I was like, honestly, bro, people from now on, when somebody fail a drug test, if you got a fight with somebody scheduled and you fail a drug test and that fight don't happen or whatever, I'm calling that a duck, because at the end of the day, you know you're not supposed to be taking no damn drugs. You know you're not supposed to be failing no tests. So if you do all that, and that's a duck to me. That's a duck. If you fail a drug test, you duck. Povetkin ducked him. Povetkin ducked him.
Billy Joe for sure ducked Andrade doing it.
He ducked him.
For sure.
So what's next for Wilder after he beats Tyson Fury? Undisputed right away?
Yeah.
AJ.
Yeah. You know
what I think's gonna happen?
You gotta pull this card right away. You gotta pull this card right away for the simple fact that when I took my first loss, even in controversy, I took my first loss. That's when y'all really want to try to push for undisputed. Y'all didn't push this hard for undisputed until y'all thought I was out the picture.
You know who got to
So
be
you,
careful?
like I said, you gotta pull that card right away, because if you pull that card right away and they don't make the fight happen or whatever, and I don't care, and I believe at the end of the day, like Eddie Hearn might still try to lowball Wilder, and I feel like Wilder will still be like, well, I take it. And if they don't make that fight, you know from right then and there that that man is ducking, and Wilder on the heavyweight division.
He
You
does,
know what
man.
I'm thinking about too? We got to watch out for that Usyk Joshua fight. Joshua got to be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Hearn try to do some slick shit, because
Usyk is
Joshua can fuck around and leave Eddie Hearn and fight Wilder on Showtime, independent, for undisputed, for like $100 million. It's crazy shit.
Usyk
Y'all
is
think
good enough to
y'all
beat
think
these people.
y'all think
Think about it,
yeah,
because this
Kenny, you
dude's
already
last
think
fight was
you
matchroom.
said you think Usyk could beat AJ, don't you?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Usyk good
No,
enough to beat you. Usyk
I
is an
thought
athlete.
but
He a
I'm
real
saying like
athlete.
he got to be careful. He got to go in there and knock Usyk out, because I wouldn't be surprised if, they try to stall up that undisputed match with Wilder and Joshua. Because imagine Wilder versus Joshua fully on Showtime without Eddie Hearn.
This is what I think gonna happen. I think Usyk gonna beat Joshua the first time, but Joshua keep a rematch clause because Joshua a smart man. Joshua a smart dude. He keep a rematch clause, and then he go get him the second time, and then he go fight Wilder for undisputed. Wilder go knock out Fury. He go knock out Andy Ruiz. Him and AJ go fight, because I think Usyk go shake shit up again.
Look,
AJ can
be honest with
AJ
you.
can beat him.
I don't see Usyk in a in a you know everything's on the even, no bullshit involved. I feel like Joshua knocked Usyk head off easy.
I don't think I don't think after I saw Usyk first fight at heavyweight when he fought whatever
Chad Witherspoon.
Chaz Witherspoon, I was like, after that performance, I definitely don't believe he could beat any of the top three
Chaz
heavyweights. To be
Witherspoon, he
honest,
said he was like, "Yeah, man, I really just quit because I was
he said
tired."
because he was tired. Yeah, he said he wasn't hurt. He said he was tired. That's just and look when and then and then when you go to Chisora, when he fought Chisora, he really didn't hurt Chisora.
Yep.
So you telling me you got to go in there and try to outbox the best heavyweights? I feel like
All right,
you get knocked out by Wilder, you get knocked out by Fury, you get knocked out by AJ. I feel like you'll be outboxed. You might be outboxing AJ for majority of the fight, but I feel like you gonna catch some
I
and
said if I
you gonna
was
be.
AJ, I would be a dick and come in at like 250
against
and just
Usyk.
like, yeah, and just lean on him and
Do
knock
that.
him out, because he
All
gonna
right,
be
look.
too big.
I
He's
got a
gonna be
question for
way
y'all.
too big for Usyk
I got a
to try
question
to
for you.
like hold on. You know,
Yeah, for the
it's not
dude.
like he's wild. Usyk is not Wilder.
I think Tony Bellew was outboxing him at cruiserweight before Tony Bellew got
I
hurt.
got a question. I like my when y'all let me get this question off. I got a question for y'all.
What?
Okay.
A question for y'all. Y'all think, all right, boom. Does AJ punch? Does AJ is AJ one punch harder than Derek Chisora? Derek Chisora one punch. He's one punch.
Um, are
Yes.
you talking about straight punch or like a crazy
Like
right
one punch.
hook?
Like one punch from AJ is just stronger than one punch from Derek Chisora.
Yes.
TB say yes. What you think? All right.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Clean, clean
Derek
punch on the
Chisora,
team.
Derek,
Who got the
Derek
harder one
Chisora,
punch? Derek or AJ?
AJ is a lot bigger than Derek Chisora. You feel me?
Derek
And
got
and and my thing about AJ is like AJ know how to punch. AJ he got precision on his punch. He got placement on his punches or whatever. Derek Chisora just out there swinging, trying to, and like don't get me wrong, when he swing and he hit you, yeah, he can hurt you or whatever. But it's like, bro, he don't really got like a landing point. You feel me? He just trying to land that bit somewhere. You feel me?
This really what I was getting at too. Like, okay, I think Usyk fought Chisora like that because if Chisora touch you, especially in the first 2-3 rounds, your ass ain't gonna make it if he touch you in the first 2-3 rounds. I think he did that to Chisora because he had to, and that ring was little as fuck. Usyk said, my guy said that ring was small as fuck. The ring was smaller than the ring that that they practicing in. He said that ring was little as fuck. I think Usyk is a good athlete. Usyk is basically like a motherfucking linebacker or something. He's like a linebacker or some shit. He got good stamina. He could box. He got good feet. He got good head movement. If he could get into them heavyweights to the night, if he can get into heavyweight outside of Wilder, because Wilder got that skinny nigga strength where he got stamina. He just don't get tired. He just Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? So anybody outside of Wilder, if he can get you past that 8th, 9th round, especially AJ, a nigga like AJ, all them muscles, kind of wear down on you. I'm telling y'all, like Usyk, an athlete, Usyk a slick athlete. He got a chance. He got a chance in that fight. Like Usyk got a chance in that. I think, bro. What folks don't know is Usyk already beat Parker. He already beat Parker and Michael Hunter. That Michael Hunter, the Michael Hunter. Yeah. He already beat him.
Yeah.
Usyk, man, and Usyk, and you brought up Bellew. Usyk can box, but Usyk really want to fight. Usyk can fight. Usyk really want to fight. Bellew made him box more. Bellew was getting him early in that fight. TB, you're right. He was getting him early in that fight. And Bellew is a great fighter. Fuck how you feel about Bellew. He a great fighter, bro.
He be on some old hoe ass shit, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but he a great fighter inside the ring. Bellew is a good fighter. Like you can't deny that. Usyk knocked that man out, bro. He knocked that man out.
He did. I'm not saying Usyk not good. I'm not saying he not good. Like I told you, bro. I like if he fight AJ, he fight AJ. Fuck it, he gonna fight AJ. That's what it is now. It's Wilder fighting Fury. So Usyk fighting AJ. Like I told you, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk is outboxing this man majority of the fight. But I feel like if AJ catch him with something, touch him with something, I feel like AJ probably will get him on up out of there. You feel me? Especially, you know what I'm saying, AJ been trying to get his confidence. He got a little bit of his confidence back fighting Pulev. I mean, Pulev wasn't really too much, you feel me? But it ain't like he didn't have to box Pulev like he boxed Andy Ruiz that second fight. Cause it seemed like he was just terrified to try to get in an exchange with Andy Ruiz that second fight. But when it came to Pulev, it came so, you know what I'm saying, so easy, so natural for him. You feel me? I feel like he trying to get back into a groove. You feel me? But
I think AJ
he need to go ahead and fight Usyk before he fights somebody like Fury or Wilder. He need to go ahead and get a fight in.
Facts. I think AJ got more confidence after AJ. I think AJ got more confidence after Andy and after seeing Wilder lose and after him knocking out I think AJ got more confidence. I don't think AJ's scared of Wilder no more. So I think he go fight him. I don't think he afraid no more. I think he go fight him.
I think he is too. But I slick think in the back of AJ head, he know that Fury cheated. He just not gonna say nothing about it because shit, he don't want that backlash from, you know what I'm saying, UK and all that type of shit. He just not gonna speak out about it. You feel me? Eddie Hearn be trying to keep that man quiet too because shit, you know, he had came out and said something about the helping black organizations and stuff, and he ain't really heard too much after that. It's
you think that was Eddie Hearn? I think there was more so public backlash, more so than Eddie Hearn saying shut the fuck up. I think it was like
no, I don't think Eddie Hearn told him to shut the fuck up, but I think Eddie Hearn came to him and said like, bro, this type of stuff hurts. This type of stuff hurts your money. You feel me? He had that type of talk with him from a financial standpoint.
That makes sense, fool. I think but just in general, man, I think this AJ Usyk, I think this gonna be like, bro. I think this gonna be one of them jumps where if AJ go in here and he dominate Usyk like everybody think, I don't think he gonna dominate Usyk because I did my homework on Usyk. Once I saw, I ain't gonna lie, I only been on Usyk maybe like a year and a half after he beat Bellew. The first fight I watched the Usyk was Bellew, and after that I went back to watch Usyk fights, and I done watched every Usyk fight since. I think him and AJ the same person, bro. Like I think they the same fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight because Usyk ain't no hoe. Like there people think that he got a box. Usyk won a fight. He beat Joe Joyce. He beat Michael Hunter. Them are fighters. Them not boxers. He beat the shit out of Joe Joyce, bro. Like just you gotta go watch that fight. That fight didn't even count on their records either.
What you talking about? He beat Joe Joyce in what?
Heavyweight. He beat Joe Joyce. Not in the amateurs. He beat him in a professional setting. He beat him in a UK tournament that didn't count on their records. He beat Michael Hunter.
That same. You talking about that same one Lomachenko was in and shit?
I think Lomachenko was in that whole break. Hey, you know boxing TV. You know what the fuck you be talking about. Lomachenko,
you know, I done heard. You know what I'm saying? I done heard about like a couple of. They said that I heard that about Lomachenko. I ain't heard about Usyk, but I heard about Lomachenko. He had a couple of fights on his. They said he had a couple of fights without headgear. What they said was it was a couple of fights without headgear, like a little tournament that didn't go on his record beforehand.
Usyk was in that same tournament, bro, and he beat Michael Hunter and he beat Joe Joyce. It looked like he was finna lose the Joe Joyce fight, but them rounds kept going, bro. Usyk started busting Joe Joyce ass up, bro. Like, dude is a fighter. Like, he not no hoe. Like, like people go see that. Like, they going to keep that on. Yeah, like they ain't trying to like. He beat them folks, bro. Like and when I say he beat them, TB, he beat them folks, bro. Like. Shit gonna be good. Like AJ Usyk gonna be good. I think he go get him. I think Usyk got more nuts than AJ.
I can see that. I mean, he quit with Andy Ruiz.
Now, true enough, we ain't seen Usyk get hit by a heavyweight cleanly. We ain't seen him, be hurt by a heavyweight.
We ain't seen him in trouble.
Yeah, we ain't seen him in trouble, but I think he can hurt. I think he can hurt AJ. AJ Chisora is a wild fighter. You can't take a chance of getting knocked out by him. You can't take a chance of letting him. No, you can't take that chance with AJ. AJ is wild. He more calm than Chisora, so he gonna give you a little more to look at to see. Chisora gonna be throwing punches, knockout punches.
Right.
AJ,
but and I agree with you. Like I said, I think Usyk can outbox AJ because. They both really good. They both really technical, but I feel like Usyk, he got a little bit more tools. He got a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more of a game plan to his punches when he put his punches together and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
he hasn't been tested yet and wanting to see. Yeah, he ain't got nothing to lose, basically, Isaiah. He ain't got nothing to lose with AJ.
Right.
Think about this, man. If Usyk win, damn. Think about this, fool. If Usyk win this fight, he the cruiserweight undisputed champion, and he 3-belt heavyweight champion. But we gotta start thinking about Alexander as a top 10 fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like top 20 fighter all time.
I think he got a plus chance of beating all the rest of the heavyweights besides the top 3.
I think AJ his best chance at the top 3 heavyweights, to be real with you. Between Wilder, Fury.
Yeah, I think AJ his best chance also. Yeah, I believe that.
They about the same height. They about the same height. Usyk what?
Usyk about 6'3", 6'2" and a half. Like he like 6'3". He like 6'3". Yeah, AJ like 6'6".
6'5", yeah, 6'6", some shit like that. I think Usyk, man. Usyk, I like Usyk though, so I could be, a little, I could be. What's the word I'm looking for? I could be a little biased for Usyk because I respect Usyk after, just really doing my homework on him. After I saw if he wins, he top 5. Yeah, facts, bro. Like Slick, Usyk, my what number 8, number 7, something like that. Right now, hell yeah, if he win this fight, he might be number 1, might be number 2, number 3. You know what I mean?
And then look at the who just fought Joseph Parker and Chisora. They just fought. Parker won, but after that performance, I definitely put Usyk in front of Parker.
My bad. I'm sorry. He beat Joe Joyce. My bad. He beat Joe Joyce, fool.
Yeah. You said Joe Joyce earlier, but I'm just talking about Joseph Parker. I'm talking about Joseph Parker because everybody feel like, you know what I'm saying, he one of them kind of upper echelon heavyweights, but
I think Chisora exposed Parker.
Huh?
I think David Chisora exposed Parker.
Yeah.
I think Usyk beat Chisora better than Parker did. I think Chisora had more success with Parker than he did Usyk.
Hey, Parker, to be honest with you, and when you looked at Parker, like, he didn't look like he was in the shape as he was when he fought AJ.
He going through some shit. He
wasn't as cut up or, you know what I'm saying, as muscular as when he fought AJ, bro.
He going through some shit. He got he fighting cases and shit.
Who, Parker?
Hell yeah. You ain't know that?
Nah.
Nigga, Parker, the dope man.
In Australia?
yeah. Nigga, Parker fight right now. Before that fight, Parker got caught. Parker went to jail like a month ago, 2 months ago. You know, at this time, maybe like 2 months ago. He went to jail.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, nigga, Parker, the dope man. Yeah, Parker fighting cases. So you bet right. He didn't have time to be in shape, like you said. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have time. But yep, Parker. I feel like, bro, I thought at no point did I think Chisora was gonna beat Usyk. I just thought, man, Usyk better not get hit with one of these fucking punches. That's what I thought. But yeah, Parker, okay. I thought, bro, Parker finna lose. You know what I'm saying? I like he finna lose this shit.
He got caught with the damn first punch, wasn't it?
Oh man. I don't respect Chisora. Chisora is tough. I respect him, so I never say he trash because he's not trash. Because he only loses everybody that's not the best, he beat their ass. You know,
but look. Everybody praised Chisora for his toughness, and he really not a good boxer at all, bro. He's not really a good boxer at all. But think about this: what make Chisora, you know what I'm saying, different from Wilder? Because y'all talking about Wilder or Wild. The thing about Wilder though is Wilder jab better, is more straight. You feel me? He throw the 1-2 better than Chisora. Chisora just out throwing. And everybody praise Chisora. Chisora goddamn lose hella fights. Everybody praise him because he fought hard. He's strong. He a warrior. But Wilder go out there and knock anybody out. You feel me? And he a bum. You feel me?
He ain't. It's all, bro. It's all about who you like. I'm so Richie. This is what I figured out about boxing. People don't even be fans of fighters. People be fans of fighters that they favorite fighter don't like. Let's say, I'm gonna use this one because this is what people do to me all the time. Okay, boom. I like Errol Spence, right? People are downplay Danny Garcia. They'll throw out what Danny Garcia did at the lower weight class. They'll throw that shit out and say Danny Garcia trash, but they only saying that because Earl beat him the way he did after that comment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't be fans of. They don't be fans of Earl. They don't be fans of Danny. They don't even dislike Danny.
Look.
Danny because Earl beat him. And they Bud Crawford fans. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I like Errol Spence too. I'm an Errol Spence fan too, but I like Crawford also. You know what I'm saying? Crawford been fighting longer than Errol. I like Crawford. You feel me? Crawford is a hell of a fight. And I put it like this, bro. Crawford, you know what I'm saying? To me, over the years, Crawford has looked like the best fighter in the world. He has put on performances like the best fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? No matter who he fighting, you feel me? He's looked like his skill set and what he does in the ring and how he moves. You feel me? He looks like he's in the conversation for the best fighter in the world. I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, when anybody try to downplay Earl resume at 147 and all this type of stuff, at the end of the day, I tell them just like this. I say his last 3 fights, but I say his last 5 fights. Nobody on Bud, nobody on Bud resume is more accomplished than the last 3 people Errol done fought. Nobody on Bud resume is better or more accomplished than Mikey Garcia because they try to downplay Mikey Garcia. Well, Mikey Garcia jumped up 2 classes. He really jumped up 1 class because he was a champion at 140. So he really jumped in 3 of his last 4 fights was at 140, or 2 or 3 of his last fights was at 140. So and then Mikey was on the pound per pound list, and I want to say he was top 5. He was number 5 or number 4 on the pound per pound list. So when Errol fought him, everybody was picking Mikey too, and Errol beat him convincingly, like dominated him. But then they try to downplay that, and it's like, bruh, you can't downplay Errol beat Mikey Garcia when nobody on Terrence Bud Crawford resume is better or more accomplished than Mikey Garcia.
Before that Mikey fight, TB, folks was picking Mikey to beat Earl. They was saying Earl couldn't box. Earl got slow feet. They was saying Earl couldn't box. Earl got slow feet. Earl showed the world that day, I could box, bitch. My feet ain't slow. I just want to knock niggas out. I want to punch niggas hard. I want to hurt them. Earl got feet. Earl can box. Earl showed you that he possessed all that shit that they said that he didn't possess. They're like, Earl's slow.
Hey,
Earl,
you know what it is about Earl? You know what it is about Earl though? I feel like you said, everybody talking about Earl slow. I don't feel like he's slow more than I feel like that nigga don't want to waste no movement. You feel me? If he know that you can't put him on that bike or that back foot to where he do gotta move, you know what I'm saying, and move around for you. He not gonna do all that. He not gonna waste that type of energy because he gonna sit in there and he gonna try to hurt you. He gonna try to break you down. That's why he going to the body. He going to the head. So that's what Earl like to do. So, but I would like to see him, you know what I'm saying, be a little bit more slicker, use his feet a bit more. But you know what I'm saying, if anybody gonna push him to that, you feel me? If anybody they gotta bring that out of him, you feel me? Because obviously y'all not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So then the thing about Mikey Garcia, they was talking about, oh, he gonna weight bully him, and he didn't, bro. He could have knocked out Mikey Garcia if he wanted to. He could have tried to do the same. He could have tried to fight the same type of fight he fought with Sean Porter with Mikey Garcia, even though Mikey Garcia was just gonna be on his bike, which he mostly was. Earl fought Mikey Garcia at mid range. He made Mikey Garcia fight at mid range and had Mikey Garcia on his bike. You know what I'm saying, for the last 7-8 rounds. You feel me? Had Mikey Garcia on his bike. Mikey Garcia was just in there just trying to survive, bro. If Earl really wanted to pounce on him and knock him out, he could have.
Bingo. Yeah. Earl Spence is Tim Duncan, bro. When Earl Spence played, I said Earl Spence. When Tim Duncan played the Boston Celtics, he played Kevin Garnett different from when he played the Dallas Mavericks, from when he played, Dirk Nowitzki.
Right.
He played Dirk different from when he played Shaquille O'Neal. He played Shaquille O'Neal different from when he played Chris Webber. You know what I'm saying? Like, Earl Spence is Tim Duncan. Like, bro, Tim Duncan is Mr. Fundamental. He go adjust to the game plan that night.
You know what? And what I say all the time is, like, because Earl is a great athlete, but I don't feel like he's just the most athletic person in the world. But Earl is a great athlete, even though there's been better athletes. But also that's why I give credit to Derrick James, bro, because his trainer, I feel like Derrick James is a strategist. Like, him game planning. I seen it in the Mikey Garcia fight. Just the simple fact that everybody thought Earl was gonna go out there and try to bully him around and win in that capacity. When he went out there and he fought, and you watch the if you watch, I think it was some of the episodes, like, you know how, like, they show some of the episodes, or, you know what I'm saying, like the fight camp and stuff like that. before the fight. They show that type of stuff, and I forget where I saw it was, but it was Derrick James and Earl talking about, you know what I'm saying, if you just take a half a step back on Mikey and make him reset, you'll throw off his whole game plan because you know Mikey is Mikey got fast hands. Mikey don't got the fastest feet in the world. You feel me? Mikey got he got good footwork, but he don't got the fastest feet in the world. Mikey got fast hands, but you know what I'm saying, and he technical. But Mikey got good timing. But like they were saying, bro, you take a half a step back, you'll throw off, you know what I'm saying, everything. You make him reset, you'll throw off everything, Mikey, and you go back and you watch that fight and you watch Earl do that. You know what I'm saying? You watch Earl make this man Mikey just couldn't figure it out, bro. He couldn't figure it out. Earl was making this man because every time he tried to come in, Earl was tagging him. So you know what I'm saying. So all Earl had to do was
also real shit for Mikey. Also real shit. I'm an Adrian Broner fan. I fuck with everything Adrian. I'm biased. I'm biased to Adrian Broner and Caleb Plant. Without a doubt. I don't deny it. I am. Fuck it. This is what it is. It is what it is. Bruh, Mikey Garcia beat Robert Garcia. Mikey Garcia beat Robert Easter on the inside. Hey, Robert Easter fights. Robert Easter. What everybody say about Robert Easter, TB? He need to use his range. He want to fight on the inside.
Use his range lanes. He always wanna bang.
Robert Easter on the inside at Robert Easter fight.
Yeah.
He beat Adrian Broner in a boxing match. In a defensive slick, he outpointed Adrian Broner. Like Adrian Broner is a point fighter at this point in his career. He a point fighter. It's my nigga. This is my nigga. He a point fighter, bro. Like he go beat you on points. He not gonna get hit. He gonna touch you. If you throw a lot of punches, you could beat Adrian Broner. It's gonna look like you won.
Yeah.
But it's gonna look like you won if you could beat Adrian Broner. Mike Garcia outpointed Adrian Broner, and Earl, bro, he was none and void against Earl, bro. Earl made him look like an amateur. You know what I'm saying? Like
he ain't know what to do out there, bro.
Look like a Floyd facts. They look like a Floyd Mayweather fight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he did whatever he wanted to do with Mikey. And I seen Mikey beat my boy AB. I seen Mikey beat my boy young nigga Robert Easter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he made Mikey look like an amateur. Mikey Garcia, like people from 140, you can't say shit about Mikey. From 140, 147 is the big boys. That's when you finally get to the big boys. 147 is the big boy division. That's when you meet, you know, the killers, the big boys. They ain't got to be killers. 147 average niggas could be 135 best niggas. You know what I'm saying? 140 best niggas on some real shit. Like, Tom Porter could beat the shit out Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
a nigga at 147, not even the champion. Jamal James beat the shit out Taylor and Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? A nigga at 146, that's the big boys. Mikey, you talk about Mikey, like people talk about Mikey with the big boys, but you can't say shit about Mikey at 140 and down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a different conversation with 147 and up. That's I look at 147 and up as a whole different ball game from 140 and down. You know what I'm saying? It's different things. That's why I give Earl Spence so much credit. I give Floyd so much credit. You know, I give Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Tommy. I give them so much credit because y'all fighting. Too many people now born, bro, less than 150 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Come on, just be real. How many grown men you know less than 150 pounds? Just to be real. Not too many, bro. Like, it ain't too many. But for Mikey to be, Mikey only lost is to Earl Spence, so I don't even knock him for that. I don't knock him for the Earl Spence loss. I don't knock Wilder.
And he got a pretty good resume.
Come on, bro. Stop playing with Mike. Mike is a Hall of Famer to me.
Man, Mikey will give Bud a tough fight.
A nice fight. It'll be a good fight. I'm taking Bud.
A tougher fight than the rest of these guys been giving him.
Facts. Mikey will be Bud hardest fight easy.
Right. To be honest with you, I think at 147 right now, Mikey will beat Amir Khan. Mikey will beat. I don't know if he'll beat Green Bean, huh?
He'll embarrass Amir Khan.
Yeah.
Mean Machine.
I don't know. I think that'd be a good fight. I think
That'd
that's
be
a
good.
50-50 fight.
Yep, that'd be good. That'd be good. Hey nigga, you just made a fight, Mikey versus the Mean
Right.
Machine.
Michael against Kell Brook could be a good fight.
He'll beat Kell Brook ass right now. Right now, this
Yeah.
Michael beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
This Kell Brook, Michael beat the shit out of him. Mikey a good fight for Bud. His toughness challenge, and yeah, facts. And Mikey is a great fighter. Mikey is a great boxer. That he got power at 140 and down. He a great boxer with power in his divisions.
Mm-hmm.
And Earl Spence made him. He confused him. He confused Mikey. Mikey didn't know what to do against Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I fuck with Mikey though. I think Bud beat Mikey. I think if Earl and Bud switch resumes, we don't know if Bud will be undefeated, but Earl Spencer go undefeated with Bud resume. I say that.
Right.
I can say that with confidence.
Then Earl got in there and fought the fight. Sean Porter wants to fight and beat him at that.
Earl is
you done seen damn near all the wrinkles of Earl already, because you done seen him box on the outside, you done seen him box on the outside, move his feet, you done seen him fight on the inside with Sean Porter, who is probably, you know what I'm saying, one of the better inside fighters in boxing today. You feel me?
He got the best footwork in the game.
Right.
Sean.
Exactly.
I would take Mikey, no cap. I have no faith in Bud. Terrence Spencer said I would take Mikey, no cap. I have no faith in Bud. Come on, man. That's where we at with Bud. And I like Bud. But Bud done so much, shit that make us question him. We taking Mikey over Bud now. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Like, and I think Bud styles on Mikey, but it's just the fact that I gotta think about that though, cause man, I ain't seen Bud fight nobody in 2 years, and I fuck with Bud. I'm surprised Bud ain't came through yet.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it'll be a good fight. I think Bud probably end up knocking his ass out. But at the same time, like I said, Bud ain't fought nobody better.
Facts. And Mikey just young enough to where he will give Bud a great fight. Bud is a super athlete. That's why Bud's still in the game. Bud 4? Bud 34, still ranked number 1 on some people's boards, top 5 on everybody's board. You know what I'm saying? There's greatness in itself. Bud a Hall of Famer already, to me, in my eyes. But what I want to see, I do want to see Bud fight Earl Spence, because I don't know who will win that fight, because Bud is a super athlete, and I was getting it. I think if Bud wasn't boxing, Bud could have been playing for the motherfucking, Baltimore Ravens cornerback or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Bud is a super athlete. So that alone gives him a chance in any fight. But I want to see him and Earl fight though, because bro, that's the fight to be made. That's the biggest fight after Fury Wilder 3. Bud Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford is the biggest fight after Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Right now.
Yeah, both. I think they about equal for real.
And no name.
About 1A, 1B.
It's not one name. Damn, man. Damn, bud. You right, man. It don't look like he want to fight. No, it don't look like that Sean Porter fight is right there for him to make. Like, I don't get that one, Terrence. But I don't get that one, bro. Like, damn, fool. Like, damn. The Sean Porter fight is right there for you to make. Who Bud fight next? Y'all know? You know?
They said he gonna wait on Ramirez and Taylor winner.
You see that? Nah, but one in the name in front of them though.
Wow.
Who was it? It was Taylor Ramirez winner. It was José Lopez and somebody else.
If Victor Ortiz, the mandatory now, I think.
If he fight,
well, I don't think he's the mandatory. I think he's just in the number 1 position. I don't think they mandated the fight. But
I don't think Sean Porter was the man though. I think Sean Porter was the number one in September, but who he fight though?
Yeah, Sean Porter was the number one, but he didn't activate the mandatory. See, Victor Ortiz probably gonna activate the mandatory because he probably don't even care how much money he getting. He know he gonna get something for fighting Terrence Crawford.
Bud to style on. I feel like he gonna style on him.
Yeah,
He gonna style on Ortiz. And that's not saying Ortiz is a bad fighter. Ortiz had nuts.
he a good fighter, but he didn't look that great against, even though he knocked out Hooker, he didn't look that great against Hooker.
Against Hooker.
Yeah.
Damn, Isaiah Felix. Shout out Isaiah Felix. Shout out you, fool. Shout out you, fool. No opponent yet, just rumors right now. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm hearing. Oscar not going to put Ortiz in with Bud anytime soon. I think Oscar said that, Felix. Oscar actually said that. I don't blame him. Ortiz called out Bud, though. Shout out to him. Ortiz called out Bud. But Oscar did say, nah, that's not what we doing right now.
Right. They don't even want Ortiz to fight Jerron Ennis right now. So
I think that's the fight that they need to make in next year. What's 2000?
Nah, Robert Garcia said he gonna fight that man 3-4 years from now.
Oh man.
That mean they gonna fight at 154, goddamn.
That wasn't no early to vacate them titles. Hey, look, I got a question for you, TB. Okay, boom. Buzz said he go fight Ramirez, Ortiz, and Mike Garcia, right? What's Earl next move? What's Earl Spence next move? If Bud not fighting Earl Spence, what's Earl Spence next move after Ugas? We think Ugas next, right? So after Ugas, what's Earl next move?
If Crawford really don't fight him, shit, I feel like he probably gonna end up moving up.
Earl.
Yeah.
Reporting SouthernTea from now on. You got socials. On some real shit, fool. I just started using social media like 2 years ago. I got a Twitter. I'm active on Twitter daily. That's my site. I fuck with Twitter. I fuck with Twitter. I got an IG that I'm using for boxing. I'm trying to get that. I got an IG and a Twitter, fool. I don't really fuck with social media like that. I got an IG and Twitter, Facebook. I don't do Facebook, but I'm gonna get back into Facebook because I want to focus this boxing shit for real now. I feel like this is what I want to do. You know, I feel like this is what I want to do. I like talking to y'all folks because niggas from Memphis don't really fuck with boxing. I don't got no friends in Memphis. I got 2 friends in Memphis that like boxing, and they like boxing because they fuck with me. Like 2 of my best friends fuck with boxing. Outside of that, niggas in, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, they know Wilder, they know Canelo, they know Earl Spence, they know Bud. But you know what I'm saying? Outside of folks like they know Fury now because of Wilder, but like nah.
Them niggas ain't watching boxing in Memphis.
I'm fucking with social media now in 2021 and shit. I'm finna get this shit popping though. I got a Twitter, I got an Instagram, and I'm gonna bring a SouthernTea Facebook back. I'm gonna bring a SouthernTea Facebook up in like a month or so, probably like a couple weeks or something. Cause I don't got a Facebook right now, but I'm gonna bring SouthernTea to Facebook in a minute.
I'm on Twitter, but I'll let y'all know when my account unlocked. I'm suspended right now.
Why you get suspended, bro?
I don't know, bro.
You said something, my nigga.
I think I was talking. What it was? Where I think it was. I had asked Art a question about Buddy on Twitter or whatever, and then Art had said he had gave me the answer. He said no, and I was like bitch or whatever. So I think that's probably ended up why I got suspended.
Yeah, you can't use curse words, but like I didn't figure it out, man. Like folks be trying to get us suspended because if you fuck with black people, you fuck with Wilder, you just in general, if you you know how that shit go. They try to get us suspended, bro. Like you can't fall into this shit. can't fall into this shit.
That's crazy though.
But yeah, man, it's just like I try not to talk bad about Crawford, but Crawford got to do something, man. Who he say he finna fight? He just said something. Now he said Earl should fight Manny O'Keefe.
Before he leave the division, yeah, I think he should fight Keith and then
I,
move up. If Bud don't want him, fight Keith and then move up.
but look, I think him moving up make it too easy for Bud. Cause that's all Bud really want. I'm thinking right now, boom, fuck, I'm finna go and say whatever the fuck I feel. Fuck it. I think Bud want Earl to move up so he could get undisputed at 147. Say, I was undisputed at 147. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
135, 140, 147.
you think the I know the WBC probably will, but you think the sanctioning body's gonna move around and do the Canelo type of shit? Oh, he got a belt already, but we're gonna let him fight somebody else for this vacant belt.
For who?
Like for instance, at 168, who was Canelo fight when he moved? Okay, Canelo fighted Caleb Smith, right?
Yeah.
He was fighting Caleb Smith at 168. When he moved up to 168 and fought Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith had a WBA belt. But you know the WBC came in and was like, shit, we putting our belt on the line too. You feel me? So they basically put a vacant, huh?
Those Mauricio doing that shit.
Yeah, so they put a vacant belt on the line, even though it was already a championship fight. You feel me? They put another belt on the line. You feel me? So
Those are Canelo.
right,
Those are
that's what
Canelo,
that's what the, that's what the WBC stand for anyway. We back Canelo, but
damn, you just said you was blocked on Twitter. I'm trying to shout you out on Twitter, and I can't find your fucking name because you fucking blocked.
yeah.
Damn. Yep, we
But
back.
like I was saying, like I don't know. Bud, shoot, what Bud? How old is Bud now? Bud 36 years old, ain't it?
He 33.
33?
33. 34 probably. He 34.
Oh, he might have just turned 34. But like you said if he waiting on Earl to move up, and then I was like, man, in order for him to get undisputed at 147, like I said, they're gonna have to do some Canelo shit and have to get people to, you know what I'm saying, move things around to where he can have his championship and still fight for vacant belts. Cause I don't think he gonna fight 3 different people to try to do it. Unless they just that unless people, huh?
About Bud?
Yeah.
I think Bud will fight anybody not named Earl Spence.
But this my thing though. Say Earl move up. Say Earl get 3 belts and then he move up because Bud don't want to fight him, and now the belts then split up, right?
Yeah.
Shoot,
Now with
somebody got to fight for them vacant belts. You feel me? He might can fight one person for a vacant belt because you know the WBC be doing shit like that. So say he fight the WBC for a vacant belt. Now he got 2 belts. Now 2 other people got the other belts. Shit,
so
he
Bud,
34. You know what I'm saying? He might got time to try to fight somebody like that.
Earl B. Ugis, right? They say Earl B. Ugis. Earl go be Ugis this year. Bud go fight, whoever he go fight, they say Castile Clay. Bud go fight Castile Clay next. Earl go fight Ugis next. Let's say Bud say I'm gonna fight Earl move up. Bud go fight one person for a vacant belt. They say the IBF belt. So Bud gonna have the WBO and IBF belt. The next 2 people that fight probably gonna unify. You know, they're probably gonna be Boots and Ortiz, or Porter and Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So Porter and Thurman probably gonna fight for them both belts because they're just who they is. Like they big enough to where if they'll do for Canelo, they'll put both the belts on line for them too. Porter, Thurman, too. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, maybe. And Bud will have to fight one of them. If Earl have to leave 147, Bud go get undisputed. I don't want Earl to leave 147 until he fight Bud. Because they can't really go no. Earl can move up because Earl already a bigger dude. He a big nigga. Bud can't go nowhere. Bud can't go nowhere else. Bud can't move up again. He can't. I don't think he's moving back down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't got nowhere to go. I feel like if Bud don't fight Earl next, then everybody in the world gonna see that he ducked him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Bud want that on his resume.
The Lakers won or they lost?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if he
Sure, what? I've been out smoking and shit.
I don't know. Oh, matter of fact, they won 100 to 103. It's the first thing that was up there.
Yeah.
100 to 103. They won.
Yeah, man. I gotta get me something to eat, man. Then I'm gonna call it a night, bro. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I'm supposed to be on here an hour. I'm supposed to be on here an hour. It's 2 hours 45. Damn.
Yes, I already be like.
Shout out T. Man, damn, that shit's
For sure, bro. Oh, find me at. I'll be back on Twitter soon. Hopefully, it'll be within the next couple of days and shit. I done already sent the little request and whatnot. So I've been on it. You feel me? IBN_ONIT. That's on Twitter. And y'all hold it down.
Go follow my guy, man. TB Rice. Go follow my guy on all his motherfucking social medias. Bud needs to retire if he does not fight Spence.
Same thing on IG also. You feel me? So go follow me. All right, then, Skinny Hardaway. Shit, I'm gonna catch you.
I asked you, bro, when okay. If he can get D-Hard said if he can get Spence, get Ortiz or Boots, take care of them young bucks. I really want to see them folks unified though. I want to see them folks unified. Just to be real. I want to see them folks unified. I feel like shit, like you said, if Bud not go unify, if Bud not go unify, then bet D Hodges. He need to get Ortiz, Boots, one of them young niggas. Real talk. Boots, I was talking about that earlier with my homegirl Bianka that was on her earlier. I was like, man, Sean Porter don't not Ramirez Taylor winner. But if Ramirez move up, then Bud has no choice but to fight him. So I'm not even gonna give him no sweat for that. Cause whoever win that will be the WBO champion. Whoever win that be WBO champion. And how the WBO work is if you the champion at a smaller division and you move up, you automatically get a title shot. So Taylor Ramirez winner, Bud don't get no control over that. So Bud gets to fight that winner whenever they decide to move up. If they decide to move up, if they want to push for the WBO belt, Terrence Crawford gotta fight them. Bud versus Boots will be a motherfucker. So I ain't even knocking him for Ramirez or Taylor winner. But after his next fight, though, say he fight Castile Clayton, and then let's say Ramirez or Taylor want to push their mandatory, want to activate their mandatory, then he fight them. In the next 2 or 3 fights, though, I need to see Spence versus Bud, no cap. If Earl beat Ugas, and let's say Bud have to fight another fight, Earl can fight Keith. Let's say Earl fight Keith. After Earl fight Keith and Taylor fight Ramirez, I said Taylor, and Bud fight Ramirez, Taylor winner, they got to fight each other. I don't care if it's Bud, I don't care if it's Earl. whoever holding that fight up, gas to get it from me, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm an Earl Spence fan. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a fan of boxing first, though. I want to see the best fights. Whether my guy, Bud, Bud gonna beat Chad Ortiz. I think Bud versus Ortiz is an easy fight. I think Bud versus Ortiz is an easy fight. I think Bud versus Ortiz is an easy fight. I think Bud versus I take Thurman or Garcia. You mean for Bud? You taking Thurman or Garcia for Bud? Yeah, hell yeah. On God. Or you talking about Spence? Or you talking about Spence? I slick at first. At first, I was on the bandwagon like I don't want Spence to fight Thurman because Thurman did that gay ass shit when Spence was on the come up. No, Thurman didn't give Spence a fight. But at this point, I'm like, Earl, go ahead and beat Keith ass. So if you talking about Spence, then yeah, fuck it. He can go and fight him. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. He can go and fight him. Fuck it. At this point, because Bud and Earl, someone in the top five, yeah, Bud and Earl, really, it's 5 people in my chat still. Like, I wonder who the fuck these 5 people is in my chat at 11:49. But if Bud and Earl ain't got many options right now, like Bud and Earl at a point where Bud and Earl at a point where they gotta either fight each other or they gotta come out and say, I don't want to fight the other guy. How y'all both gonna be at 147, right? You got 2. Okay. Some people got Bud number 1 pound for pound. Some people got Earl number 1 pound for pound. Wherever you got them at, they in your top 5. Earl or Bud Crawford is in your top 5 pound for pound. If Bud or Earl Spence not in your top 5 pound for pound right now, you just don't know boxing. I don't take your opinion serious or shit like that. So both these guys in your top 5 pound for pound. How we got 2 top 5 pound for pound boxers in the same division, and y'all just gonna stay in the same division and not fight each other? That shit don't make sense to me, man. Like, man, what the fuck was I talking about? Tyrone Spencer said Bud has been saying he does not want the fight for months. We need to start trusting. Tyrone, damn, you right though, Tyrone. Like it's like for in my mind right now, trying to figure it out. In my mind, hold on, I don't get no rankings no more. Undefeated fighters below a person with a L. Facts. Trying to figure it out. Okay, Bud has been. Tyrone Spencer said Bud has been saying he don't want to fight for months. We need to start trusting his words. Tyrone, when you said that shit, bro, you was talking directly to me. Because in my mind, I just know Terrence Bud Crawford is not finna fight Earl Spence and y'all in the same division. Because I know Bud too good for that. I know Bud is pound for pound one of the top 3 fighters in the world. I could look at Bud Crawford and see that he's one of the top fighters in the world. But why are you moving like this to a guy you said you want this fight? Bud said he wanted this fight. Bud said out his mouth years ago. Bud said a long time ago he wanted this fight. So why is it now that you don't seem to want this fight? As a Bud Crawford fan, I'm an Earl Spence fan too. I'm a Spence fan. I'm a Bud fan. I'm not one of those guys who like one and hate the other. I like both them niggas. Them niggas is the 2 best fighters in the world to me, really. I'm hard on Bud because he won't fight Spence. But Bud is one of the best fighters in the world. Y'all one of the best fighters in the world. Y'all both are one of the best fighters in the world in the same division. Why the fuck y'all won't just get down and give us what we want? Skinny Bud is not the same fighter that he was at 140. Bud tired of chasing dude. Shout out my nigga Ty Felix. I know who keep 100 boxing is. My nigga Ty Felix is a Bud fan through and through. I'm a Bud fan. I'm not as big a Bud fan as keeping 100 boxing. But I'm glad you're here though, bro. Because we can have, I really want to chop it up with you. I want to chop it up with you. At 140, I seen this man get touched by bums. Bro, Bud beat all them folks. It's just like, on some real, I don't nobody beat Bud Crawford but Earl Spence. This is what I feel like. And I don't even know if Earl beat him, flat out. What I'm saying is, I know Bud is cold. I know Earl is that nigga. I know Bud that nigga. I know Earl that nigga. This like in high school. Like, you're in high school, you got this guy that's a bully. You got this guy that beat up everybody. Then you got this other guy. He beat up everybody too. You got this guy cool. That guy cool. This guy get bitches. That guy get bitches. That's Earl Spence and Bud. I wanna see them niggas fight each other, bro. I wanna see them niggas fight each other. To me, in my heart, bro, I just can't believe that Bud Crawford is ducking somebody. Bud don't have to duck nobody. Tyrone Spencer said, I think Porter give him that work. I think Porter give Bud a hell of a fight. See what I'm saying? Hard just said he got Bud. Hard just said he got Bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I want to see these niggas go. It's both these niggas that nigga, bro. Like, Bud is that nigga. D Hodge, Bud that nigga. Earl that nigga, man. I want to see them niggas fight. I want to see who the best. This is like that schoolyard bully fight, bro. I want to see who a real bully and who just working off fear factor. Superman of Bud League. I fuck with Bud. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think nobody beat Bud but Earl, bro. It's just like, also, I know Bud's the truth, bro. I can't change. And that's how I feel about Earl. Isaiah Felix said Bud don't want to risk it against Porter. Porter come and fight. And I can see that. But me personally, I think Bud beat Porter. Spence versus Bud is a muff. Facts, man. It's like, bro, that shit got to happen. On some real shit, just let me ask y'all this. Imagine seeing Skinny Bud can't be that man walking the way he walks. and Tyrone Spencer, I think that's where I'm at right now. It's like, damn, Bud, is you? Answer this, my guy. Do you answer this, my guy? Do you think Bud is so good? I think Bud great. Bud already Bud is already a Hall of Fame. Bud is already a Hall of Famer to me. Bud already a Hall of Famer in my book. I think Bud great, actually. I think if anybody to go beat my boy Spence, it's go be Bud. It's go be that dude from Nebraska. If anybody go beat Bud, it's go be that dude from Nebraska. And they just do Ty Philly got a ring? Let me get Ty Philly a ring. Yeah, he ain't got one. Cause my nigga Ty Philly be on Twitter. Keep it 100 boxing. He be on Twitter. So that's my nigga. And I know he a Bud fan. And a lot of people, I got shout out. Getting in the Hall of Fame is an easy job. Nothing special. I get what you're saying, Tyrone Spencer. No cap. I get what you're saying. But I think for a black fighter to say that, you a Hall of Fame fighter, I think that's major. You know what I'm saying? I think it's easy. I think it's easier for a white guy to get in the Hall of Fame than it is a black guy. Let me see if you got a wrench. Yeah, you got a wrench. Yeah, you got a wrench. Keep it 100. I have to make sure you had a wrench. Thurman, Bud, Spence, Porter should have all been fought. They let their managers and promoters in the way. Yeah, for a fact that, dog. For a fact that, cat. I think, yeah, you right though. I think Spence, I think Bud would have had come. I think Bud would have had way more freedom if he was with, himself, if he was self-promoted, or if he was with Al. And that's not even me being no pro PBC nigga and all that bullshit. I'm not pro PBC. I like the fighters. I don't give a fuck about who a fighter signed to. I like fighters. I like black fighters, to be real with y'all. If I like a white fighter, it's because that white fighter showed me something. I fuck with Mexican fighters. Mexicans tough. I fuck with them because they tough. But I fuck with black fighters, period. I feel like if Bud wasn't, I feel like if Bud was self-promoted or with PBC, because PBC don't really get a promotional company. They use Al as a nigga with money. Al just got money to put money up for you to generate your own money. So I think if Bud was with Al, or I think Bud was a free agent, I think Bud would have already fought these folks. So I can agree with you on that. Like it's the promoters and shit got a lot to do with why a lot of fights don't happen. I agree with that one. I agree with that one. I can agree with that one. You sold me on it. Yeah, just I can agree with that one. In my mind, I just don't see Bud ducking nobody. I don't think Bud persona. I don't think Bud personality. I don't think the person Bud is. I don't think Bud duck nobody. I seen the shit Bud said today, Jose Benavidez and shit. Bud a real nigga. Like, that ain't Bud don't when Bud speak, I listen. But I do want to see Bud fight Spence. I can't deny I want to see Bud fight Spence. I do want to see that. Bud and Spence should be on a second fight. Facts. Facts, fool. Facts keep 100 boxing like. Keep 100 boxing, sweet sign. Facts. They should have already. I don't know though. Because then again, it's the undisputed thing. I think the undisputed thing for them. I think the undisputed thing. I think the undisputed thing for them is good because with you being a black fighter, you got to do twice as much to get the credit as a white fighter or a Mexican fighter get. So the fact it being undisputed is a good thing. I think now is the time they need to go and have a 2 or 3 fights type shit. You know what I mean? How y'all feel about I've been on here. How long I've been on here? 3 hours, 5 minutes. Damn. Real? How y'all feel about Jay Henson Rosario and Erickson Lubin? I say they will be right where they Tyrann game plan been doing it. I say they will be right where they are now. It's top rank game plan. Been doing this since I was a kid. What you mean, Tyrone Smith? Hold on. What you mean, Tyrone Smith? Boys. Me top right holding up fight. That's a good fight. Last I will be right with that. That's a good fight. He resigned because he got a bag. Dude contract minimum is 3.5. Bud Crawford wasn't no Olympian. He got it from the mud. He won the Olympian because he him and the crazy part is they let Gary Russell be an Olympian, but they kicked Terrence Crawford out, which was crazy. But yeah, he won the Olympian because he got into it with Gary Russell. He said, man, Tyrann and PBC does business when they want to. What does that have to do with? Because you don't sign with no one just because they have fighters in your weight class. You sign where you offering the most money. Guaranteed shit. It's prize fight. Boxing is a comeback sport. You take money while it's there. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. That shit fucking horrible, man. Like, hey, I forget the fuck about her, fool. I'm throwing the fuck off. I forget the fuck about her. So why did everyone leave time? Hey, I'm gonna go live tomorrow, y'all. We come back to this motherfucker. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good shit. Skin the Hardaway, SouthernTea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. This how you rocking. And I'm out. I'm glad Fury got his just dues. I'm glad Fury got his justice. Fuck Tyson Fury. I mean, I'm glad Wilder. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna repeat that. I'm glad Wilder got his just dues. I'm glad Wilder got his justice. And fuck Fury. And Wilder gonna knock his ass out the third fight. I got Ramirez over Taylor. I had Taylor the whole time until I saw that Ramirez was actually a bigger fighter. And Taylor liked the bang. So I'm gonna give Ramirez the edge in the banging game. I'm giving Ramirez the edge in the street fight. Taylor like the street fight, Ramirez like the street fight. I'm gonna get an edge to Ramirez. Pretty much that simple. But that's all I got, man. Skinny Hardaway, SouthernTea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. And I'm out. Appreciate everybody that came through. Love 400.